Rocky Balboa would be proud as a couple of Southpaws square off tonight in the city of brotherly love. Welcome back to the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show here on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. I'm Jeff Melly getting you set for the series opener between the White Sox and Phillies at Citizens Bank Park, the site of this summer's All-Star Game. First pitch coming your way at 5:40 tonight. Len and DJ join us from the Bell Tire broadcast booth right around 5:30. Speaking of the All-Star Game, a quick heads up, if you're unaware, you can now vote for your favorite White Sox to participate in this summer's game. And they have a legitimate argument for 6 players to be rostered on the American League team this year. That does not include Sam Antonacci, who missed the first 17 games of the White Sox season before he was promoted. Antonacci, of course, is hitting .291 with a .383 on base through his first 45 career games after that after reaching base all 6 times on Wednesday. Munetaka Murakami obviously will face stiff competition to be named to the All-Star team now that he's currently nursing an injury. He was an absolute lock prior to that hamstring injury. Colson Montgomery has provided both pop and excellent defense at the most important defensive position on the Diamonds. Miguel Vargas, his stats are on par with any third baseman in the American League, and that includes both Jose Ramirez and Junior Caminero. And Chase Mydroth has consistently been a solid performer at second base, which is a position that does not have any obvious candidates in the American League. Davis Martin's numbers still look all-star worthy despite his worst start of the season the last time out. And if you can get past the save category, you'll recognize just how important Grant Taylor has been as the linchpin in Will Venable's bullpen. He would be a no-doubter as well if saves didn't matter for relievers. Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Pete's Market. They feed Chicago best. Pete's Market, home of the freshest produce and meats. Shop Pete's, where fresh is done right. White Sox rank 4th in the majors with 84 home runs after finishing 23rd in 2025. They're currently on pace to hit 219. That would be their most since 2008 when they hammered 235. Lineup looks like this. Today it'll be second baseman Chase Mydroth, who... and the reason being because the White Sox are facing a lefty, as I mentioned at the start of the segment. But Chase Mydroth slashing .368, .446, .544 versus left-handed pitching so far this year. Randall Grichuk, the righty DH, hits second. Miguel Vargas mans first base today and bats third. He is slashing .333 with a .468 on base and a .730 slug, along with 7 home runs and a .730 slug, which is second in Major League Baseball against lefties. Catcher bats 5th. Derek Hill in the lineup playing right field. Sam Antonacci drops down to the 7th spot with the lefty on the mound. Antonacci, the lefty, plays left field. Luis Angel Acuna will play shortstop and bat 8th, and then lefty Tristan Peters will play center field and bat 9th. For Donnie Baseballs, boys. That's right, Don Mattingly, the new interim skipper of the Phillies after they let go of Rob Thompson, who started the season 10-19. Since the Hitman has taken over, the Phillies are 23-10. Familiar names sprinkled throughout his veteran lineup. In fact, only 3 hitters under the age of 30 tonight. And those 3 are 27, 28, and 29. DH Kyle Schwarber, the lefty, leads off. He's 33. Trey Turner, shortstop, bats second. He's 32. 33-year-old first baseman Bryce Harper, the left-hander, hits third. Alec Boehm, he's 29, and he'll man the hot corner and clean up tonight. Edmundo Sosa at second base. He's 30. He's a right-handed second baseman. The 35-year-old veteran catcher, JT Realmuto, he's batting 6th. Brandon Marsh, he's 28, and he is in left field, left-handed. Adolis Garcia comes over from Texas. He's right field, and he is 33 years old, batting 8th. And then, how about this? The young buck, Stuart Baroa, the switch-hitting center fielder, he is 27, and he rounds out the Phillies lineup tonight. Today's pitching matchup is presented by Costa Ivoni. When accidents happen, don't make a mistake. Don't wait. Call Costa Ivoni Lawyers now for a free consultation to learn about your rights. There are local lawyers that will get you the results that you need. Call 708-4MILLION or visit cilaw.com. So tonight it will be lefty Anthony Kay on the mound for the White Sox. He's 5-1 with a 3.77 ERA on the season, but Kay is 4-0 with a 1.65 over his last 5 starts. That 1.65 ERA during that span ranks 4th in the American League. For the Philadelphia Phillies, it will be lefty Jesus Luzardo, who's 4-4 on the season with a 4.30 ERA. The White Sox rank among MLB leaders versus left-handed pitching in home runs, which they're 3rd with 27. OPS, they're 4th pitching in home runs, which they're 3rd with 27. OPS, they're 4th in all of baseball with a 771. A slugging percentage of .435, which is 4th. And an on-base percentage of .336 against lefties, which is 6th. The probables for this series look like this. It will be Sean Burke, the righty, on the mound tomorrow afternoon, 3:05 first pitch, against Andrew Painter for the Phillies. Then on Sunday, the series finale, it will be David Sandlin making his 3rd start as a member of the White Sox and in the big leagues. He's 1-1 with an 8.10 ERA, and he will be opposed by, speaking of this, a veteran for the Phillies. It will be righty Aaron Nola. White Sox do get a little lucky because they dodge both Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler, the Phillies' 2 best starters in this series. Following this 3-gamer, the White Sox will return home to Chicago for a 6-game homestand against the Braves and Dodgers next week at Wright Field. Coming up next, I'll get you a player to bank on. We will relive a classic moment from this day in White Sox history, and plenty more to do right here on the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show on the ESPN 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Hodgkins and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together. Let's drive.
Life doesn't come with a game plan. One car accident, slip, or work injury can leave you facing medical bills, insurance calls, and endless paperwork. It's a lot to handle while you're trying to heal. At Postman Law, we fight the insurance companies so you don't have to. And the best part? You don't pay a dime unless we win. When life throws a curveball, we're here to catch it. Others promise, Postman delivers. Call us today. Postman Law, Chicago's injury team. Attorney Advertising.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and my team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
People's Bank wants to help you make winning money moves. Like, ever heard of the 50-30-20 rule? It's a guideline for allocating your monthly net income, with 50% going to needs like groceries, 30% to wants like tickets to the game, and 20% to savings. Follow the 50-30-20 rule to rule the day and your budget. Open a checking account online at ibankpeoples.com today. Brought to you by People's Bank, here for Chicago fans and savers everywhere. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
White Sox pregame show as we get set for the series opener in Philadelphia between the White Sox and Phillies. Today's Marquette Bank player to bank on. Let's roll with Sir Anthony Dominguez, who is heading back to Philadelphia. Welcome back, Sir Anthony, the Knight, as I like to call him. He spent 7 seasons with the Phillies, recording a 3.55 ERA and 28 saves during his 230 appearances. Dominguez pitched in 9 games during the Phillies' postseason run to the World Series back in 2022 when he went 2-0 with a 1.69 ERA, along with 1 save and 18 strikeouts. He also had a spotless ERA in 5 1/3 with 3 holds and 7 Ks in 5 postseason games back in 2023 for the Phillies. Who Are You Banking On is brought to you by Chicagoland's neighborhood bank, Marquette Bank, here for all your home financing needs. Love where you bank. How about this date in White Sox history? Back on, so we actually have to play you something from yesterday, which was June 4th, 2022, because obviously we had the day off. But it works because this is actually something that carried on for over 4 days. So we go back to June 4th of 2022.
The 1-0. Swung on and lifted into left. This is going to win it. It's a grand slam for Jake Burger. He got it all and just over the wall.
A line drive that he went down and got a curveball that might have been below the kneecaps.
Connor, obviously, on the call there with DJ. For Jake Burger hitting a walk-off home run, and why that matters, well, that extended Burger's streak of 4 games in a row for the White Sox, collecting the game-winning RBI. That's pretty wild, if I do say so myself. Quickly, news and notes from around the majors. Wanted to mention to you that Aaron Judge has been shut down by the Yankees with a stress fracture to one of his ribs. For how long Judge will be out. Good news for the White Sox because they miss the reigning for 2 consecutive seasons AL MVP in their series against the Yankees after the Braves and Dodgers. That, folks, is going to close out this edition of the Advantage Dealer Group pregame show. I'm Jeff Meller, and in just 2 minutes, Len Casper and Darren Jackson coming to you live from the Bell Tire broadcast booth for every pitch of the White Sox and Phillies right here on the ESP 1000 Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
There's a difference between driving and arriving. At Advantage Acura of Naperville, performance meets precision in every vehicle. Refined luxury, responsive handling, cutting-edge safety features, you'll find it all at Advantage Acura. Their team is committed to delivering a seamless, transparent experience from start to finish. At Advantage Acura, it's not just about putting you in a vehicle, it's about earning your trust. Discover the full lineup of Acura models at Advantage Acura of Naperville, or begin your search online at AdvantageAcura.com. Precision-crafted performance.
If you want free lifetime maintenance, free air, and flat repair, Bell Tire is your one-stop shop. But if you wanted to go elsewhere, you could. You just have to make 3 more stops, then explain what you need 3 more times to 6 different people with 12 new opinions, 4 of which contradict each other, which means you'll have to stop 2 more places, wait in line 7 more times. Or you could just stop once at Bell Tire. Bell Tire. Visit your neighborhood Bell Tire or belltire.com.
When you walk into any one of 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why they're the king of fresh produce. Then go further in. Discover their premium meat department. We're talking certified Angus beef steaks and pub burgers. If it's not certified, it's not the best. And Prairie Fresh USA Prime pork back ribs or spare ribs sourced directly from American farmers. Pete's Market and their trusted partners, bringing quality to every table. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's, distilled and bottled by nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's, distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
White Sox baseball.
It's a fly ball out into deep left center field. It's back there. It is gone! Edgar Carroll wins it!
20.
Miguel Vargas.
Kyle Teel. 20.
Olsen Montgomery.
Chase Mindroth. 6.
Light it up. Deep left. 2-run homer.
That work never stops.
Just can't be stopped.
3-run homer.
Continue to progress.
It's a grand slam.
Yeah.
Push that momentum a little bit more forward.
He's done it again.
Process getting stronger.
Sox lead.
And get better and better.
You asked for it, you got it.
And better and better and better. It's hard not to be excited, man.
This is Chicago White Sox baseball on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Audio Network. Brought to you by Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. By the Advantage Dealer Group. Buy your next car with the Advantage Dealer Group. It's in the name. By Marquette Bank. Love where you bank. Pete's Market. No one does fresh like Pete's. By Bell Tire. Bell Tire. And Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Live life at max value. Now, along with Darren Jackson, here's the voice of the White Sox, Len Casper.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Chicago White Sox baseball on the radio from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's the White Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies, game one of a three-game weekend series. Sox coming off an off day yesterday. They're 33-29 on the year. Second place in the American League Central, 2 games behind Cleveland. And right now they possess the second wild card spot in the AL. The Phillies have the same record, 33-29. And that includes 24-10 under interim manager Don Mattingly. They're in second in the NL East, 8.5 behind Atlanta, but now tied for the last wild card spot in the NL. Lefty matchup on the mound. It's Anthony Kay for the White Sox coming off a perfect month of May. Jesus Luzardo will pitch for the Phillies. Blue skies above. Slight breeze blowing left to right. It is 89 degrees here in South Philly. Schedule your Four Seasons AC tune-up today. Save $50 and enjoy a 1-year no breakdown guarantee. Call today for peace of mind from your trusted local experts. For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons. The White Sox injury report, always delivered by Postman Law. If you've been injured, call 844-POSTMAN. Others promise, Postman delivers. Everson Pereira is beginning an injury rehab assignment at AAA Charlotte tonight. The outfielder's been out with a right pec strain. Tyler Gilbert is back off the family medical emergency list, and the lefty will replace Chris Murphy on the roster. He has been optioned to AAA. When we come back to Philadelphia, DJ's got the lineups, and we're ready for action. Sox and Phils coming up next on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey guys, it's Sylvie. Summer heat is almost here. Don't wait for your AC to break down. Call Four Seasons now for a complete AC tune-up for just $89.95. They'll back it up with a 1-year no breakdown guarantee. For a complete AC tune-up for just $89.95. They'll back it up with a 1-year no breakdown guarantee. This price won't last. Schedule your $89.95 AC tune-up today. For all your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, you know who to call.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons.
The big realtor firms are busy lining up things for Wall Street. At Century 21 Hearthside, we're busy trying to find the street you will call home, just like we've been doing for 56 years. I'm Lenny File, and I'm ready to work for you. Whether you're buying your first home, new to the area, or if it's time to downsize, our diverse staff of real estate pros are here to help you every step of the way. Century 21 Hearthside is licensed in Illinois and Indiana. I'm Lenny File, and I go the extra mile. Visit us at c21hearthsiderealtors.com today.
Every day, hardworking men and women build our roads, our offices, our homes, but you don't see the silent struggle, the disaster of a totally wrecked porta potty. Untouchable surfaces, unbearable odors, conditions no crew should endure.
Just want something clean, something decent.
That's why there's Flood's Royal Flush. Premium, spotless, comfortable restrooms, cleaned and maintained by and for hardworking people. Flood's Royal Flush, a local, woman-owned, family-operated company. You dump it, we pump it. Now offering sweeping service and septic pumping.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Hodgkins and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You strive for more. Your bank should too. Achieve more with Republic Bank of Chicago. Banking beyond expectations.
One note before we give you the lineup, Sox field coordinator Chris DeNorfia will coach first base tonight. In for Jose Lejer. He's away for a family graduation ceremony and expected to be back tomorrow afternoon. Now the lineups brought to you by Pete's Market. They feed Chicago best. Pete's Market, home of the freshest produce and meats. Shop Pete's, where fresh is done right.
And here is Will Venable's batting order for this evening. Chase Mydroth, he starts things off, followed by the DH Randall Grichuk. And then Miguel Vargas, Colson Montgomery, Edgar Caro, and Derek Hill. Sam Antonacci, Luis Angel Acuna, Tristan Peters. Left-hander Jesus Luzardo goes tonight for the Phillies. 4-4 record, 4.30 earned run average. He'll feature a sweeper, a four-seam, a change, and a sinker. He hits 51% ground balls when the balls are put in play. Realmuto is the catcher. Marsh, Baroa, Garcia in the outfield. Bohm, Turner, the left side of the infield. Sosa, Harper, the right side. Here's Don Mattingly's batting order for tonight. The DH leading off, Kyle, followed by Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. Alec Bohm, Edmundo Sosa, JT Realmuto. Brandon Marsh, Adolis Garcia, and Stuart Baroa close it out. Anthony Kay, the southpaw, is 5-1 this year for the White Sox with a 3.77 earned run average. This is our Costa Ivone pitching profile. He's 6 foot, 225 pound, 31-year-old left-hander. Has just been locked in, and we need him to stay that way tonight against these Phils. It's Caro behind the plate with Antonacci, Peters, Hill in the outfield. From third to first, Montgomery, Acuna, Mydroth, and Vargas. Roberto Ortiz is the home plate umpire tonight with Jim Wolf at first base. Alex McKay at second, and the crew chief at third is Alan Porter. Raid is a proud partner of your 2026 White Sox. The Raid app gives Chicago fans an all-in-one wellness app with tools to build financial strength and guidance for fitness and stress management. Feel better, live better, play better. Download the Raid app today. Join us at the ballpark Friday, June 12th. The Sox are taking on the Dodgers at 6:40. 10,000 fans in attendance receive a homie's Big Head figure. 12th, the Sox are taking on the Dodgers at 6:40. 10,000 fans in attendance receive a homie's Big Head figure presented by Beggar's Pizza. And be sure to stay after the game for post-game fireworks. To purchase tickets and prepaid parking, visit whitesox.com/promos. A ticket plus a free meal. Grab your family and head to the ballpark with a family pack starting at $21 for select games. Each ticket purchase includes a hot dog, a drink, chips, and a cookie. Come on out to the ballpark on a family pack. And be there Friday, June 26th. The White Sox are taking on the Royals at 6:40. Stick around after the game for a post-game concert featuring Marshmello, presented by Minute Maid Spiked. Don't miss your chance for an on-field experience. Exclusive on-field passes are on sale now with limited availability. Get your tickets at whitesox.com/concert. All right, game 1 of 3 is set to get underway. Here's my partner with the play-by-play. Here's Len Casper.
Thank you, DJ. Great to have you with us wherever you are listening tonight, and great to have a familiar friend, and the name might not be familiar to you, but it is to us. Frank Leone, our engineer this weekend here in Philadelphia. You and I have worked with Frank a lot on the television side of things, but he now came over to the radio side with us.
He's on the dark side now. Yes. Welcome aboard, matey.
Now our look at the White Sox uniforms driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota, new owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. White Sox in their road grays. The Phillies are wearing their City Connect uniforms. Dark colored outfits. It's a midnight blue. They've got light blue at the top of the jersey and a little yellow and white accenting. So a very different look from their normal Phillies red. Should be a big crowd here in Philadelphia tonight. The Phillies have had a very odd year. They fired their manager, Rob Thompson, in late April after a 9-19 start. They've gone 24-10 under Don Mattingly, who is the interim manager. And he got the job after Alex Cora declined it. So Mattingly has kind of talked about
to him. Be there for Rob Thompson, and things quickly turned, and they needed a new voice, and apparently that new voice is getting it done.
Chicago native Dave Dombrowski runs their baseball operations. His general manager is Preston Mattingly. That's Don's son. That's believed to be the first ever son/father GM manager combo in Major League history. Kind of funky.
Yeah, I mean, when you break it down like that, I mean, it's a family affair. Anyway, it's working out for the Phillies. They got the same record as the White Sox starting tonight.
So Jesus Luzardo ready to work. Chase Mydroth swings away and fouls behind the plate on a fastball at 96. It is 90 degrees here in Philadelphia. Chase has been really good against left-hand pitching. The next offer is taken high on a changeup from Luzardo, who's been deadly against lefties. That's the same for Anthony Kay, who's pitching for the White Sox. The pitch swung on and missed on another changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the White Sox leadoff man. The 28-year-old southpaw lets it go. And Mydroth hits a fly ball out into deep right. Adolis Garcia will make the catch on the warning track. Generally, the ball flies well here. It is considered a home run park.
Yeah, and that ball carried pretty nicely, especially for a guy just arm swinging. He reached out on a pitch away and just kind of slapped at it and made it to the warning track the other way. So get the ball in the air tonight, boys.
That'll bring up Randall Grichuk. He's the designated hitter. Big leg kick and the first pitch. It's a strike. Fastball at 97. The White Sox do not have to face Christopher Sanchez or Zach Wheeler this weekend. The 0-1, and Grichuk pops it up over near first base. Bryce Harper, just in fair territory, will make the catch. So 2 up and 2 down. That'll bring up Miguel Vargas. The Phillies are 16-5 when Sanchez and Wheeler have started, 17-24 otherwise. And here is Vargas, our broadcast booth, brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. He takes outside, ball 1. That was a sweeper, a devastating pitch, and one that Luzardo did not throw before he became a Philly last year. He misses the outside corner on a fastball, ball 2.
Percentage-wise, it's the pitch he throws the most. But I think his changeup actually works well off of his 97-mile-an-hour heater.
The 2-0 is squibbed foul on the ground behind home plate.
The pitch that gets hit the hardest is his sinker at 341 batting average against. 338 against his four-seam fastball.
The 2-1, a swing and a miss on the let-up. So 2-2, Vargas gets a timeout. Some sun hitting the outfield. Right now the sun's setting kind of behind the left field foul pole, and that sun coming through the grandstand area. 2-2 on the way. Low. And a full count. We get a pretty good look at the Center City, downtown Philadelphia, and the skyline off in the distance. Nice ballpark. The 3-2. Inside, he walked him. That's a pretty typical Miguel Vargas at bat. And he draws a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Colson Montgomery.
Yeah, he can fall behind in some counts. But you've talked about it an awful lot this year. He is very good at not chasing, even if he's behind in the count.
So 41 walks taken by Vargas. And a pitch to Montgomery. He is over for a strike on a sweeper. He had a tough day Wednesday. And the Sox 8-0 win. He went 0 for 6 and left 12 men on base. He did hit 2 liners for outs. And Luzardo just delivered, but the pitch will not count as he was not engaging with the batter. So 1 strike on Montgomery.
Yeah, he's got to look in and, he's got to let that hitter know, I see you. Would you like this dance? Kind of thing.
The pitch is fouled.
It's funny because you give the umpire, he's stepping out and go, hey. Now he looks at the pitcher and points to his eyes and then points to the pitcher's eyes and his eyes and the pitcher's eyes, like eye contact. It's important. It's like they're going on a date.
2 strikes on Montgomery. Nothing needed to be added.
I always need help.
The pitch. It's high and outside. 1-2.
A walk issued. Just the 20th walk this year by Luzardo, that is. He has 78 strikeouts.
Check swing on ball 2, and he held up. Top of the first. Sox have a runner at first with 2 down. And a 2-2 count on the lefty Montgomery, the pitch. He's out front and bounces foul on a sweeper. Colson with 15 home runs.
Yeah, and he's at 4 against Southpaws. So, no stranger to running into a mistake from these lefties.
The pitch. A swing and a fly ball out into right. It's going to hold up for Garcia, and he makes a grab. I think that one got caught out toward the end of the bat. So the Sox leave 1. They fail to score. We head to the bottom of the first from Philly. 0-0.
Not too hot. You're not staying inside, my friend.
No shot. You're out early, and next thing you know, you've hit 2 patios and ran into 10 people.
Somebody's got tickets. There's a show. Something's happening.
That's why you go with Yingling Flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's not dragging you down halfway through the day.
And that's the difference. You can have a couple, keep it going, and still be good when the night starts.
The city's too alive this time of year to call it early.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
D.G. Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
The best teams make the smart play. They stay reliable, consistent, and deliver when it matters most. Jeff Joniak here, and I can tell you that's exactly why I trust Arlington Toyota. The same great people Chicago drivers have counted on for years are now backed by new ownership from the Andy Moore Auto Group, bringing even more value every day. Whether you need a dependable commuter, family SUV, or hard-working truck, Arlington Toyota has a lineup ready to deliver. Get ready to knock your next vehicle purchase out of the park. Open 24 hours at ToyotaArlington.com.
At Coast Ivoni, we get you.
What do you mean, we get you?
You're a Chicagoan, right?
I am.
You know about all the things that make this city what it is, right?
Of course.
And when you meet a fellow Chicagoan, there's that connection.
It's a pride of being part of the greatest city.
Nobody's going to tell you you're the second city or the third coast.
All right, already. I get you.
No, it's we get you.
This is Courtney Cronin, and my friends Anthony Iavoni and Julio Costa are ready to fight for you, Chicago. 708-4-million. 4-million.
Costa Ivoni, your trusted local personal injury lawyers. We get you.
Driving stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Bottom of the first from Philadelphia. It is Anthony Kay against Kyle Schwarber. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball, 94 miles an hour from Kay. Schwarber, very dangerous leadoff man. He's their DH. He's got 23 home runs. Here's the pitch. It's down and away. 1-1 strike. That home run total leads the major leagues. 2 ahead of Yordan Alvarez. Pitch. He missed outside on a sweeper. It's 2-1. Left side of the infield bunched towards second. The outfield deep all the way around. And Schwarber takes inside. So 3-1. A lot of homers, a lot of walks, a lot of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. A swing and a base hit. Line drive into center. Played on a bounce by Tristan Peters.
A little strange. Almost looked like he cut down on his swing to hit a line drive, which is surprising because, as you mentioned, a lot of strikeouts. 90 strikeouts this year compared to 53 hits now and 37 walks. So that's 90 times he's reached base with a hit or a walk, and 90 times he's just went back to the bench.
That might be because he's facing a lefty.
Good point, yeah.
Here's Trey Turner, their shortstop, batting just .228, and he fouls on a line to right and out of play. There are a lot of familiar names in this Phillies lineup, but they are second to last in the majors in runs per game at 3.90. And yesterday they had 6 runs and 10 hits against the Padres. The 0-1 is hit on the ground to Acuna. He'll get the out at second, and the relay will be way late with Turner's speed. No chance to turn 2. The 6 runs and the 10 hits snapped a string of 13 straight games for the Phillies of fewer than 5 runs and fewer than 10 hits.
Wow. Well, consistent, not in a good way, unless they're getting stellar pitching every time they're scoring less than 6 runs. But, I mean.
Well, they have with especially Wheeler and Sanchez.
And Luzardo keeps him in the game as well. Yep. He's got a 4.30 ERA. He's 4-4. It's the other starters that have struggled.
And Luzardo has been better of late. Here's Bryce Harper with Turner now. The runner at first, he has 12 steals. The stretch and the pitch. Harper serves a liner out into center. That's a base hit. And again, that one off the end of the bat, and that actually served him well as it cut down on the exit velocity. So 2 singles here in the opening inning.
Now, Schwarber got that base hit to center field. You mentioned it might have been because it's a lefty. He cut down his swing. He's hitting way better against lefties. Overall, a .259 batting average in 7 of his 23 home runs against southpaws. And Harper, he's hitting .213 against lefties. So he is not doing great, even though he just picked up a hit.
So 2 on with 1 out. And the batter is Alec Boehm. He's the third baseman. Right-hand hitter. And he takes low. If the Sox win tonight's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8-million. Walner Law, win with Walner. The pitch. It's a strike on Cutter. And it's 1-1 on Boehm. Batting .212 with 6 home runs. The set by Kay. Look at second. Now the pitch. And it missed low on a fastball.
Boehm with a 600 OPS. He's a big guy, but mentioned 6 home runs. He has 7 doubles, just 16 walks. They do not, as a club, walk an awful lot. Just a couple of men in the lineup do.
The set and the 2-1 coming. It's fouled in the air off to the right and out of play. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Two on, 1 away. 2-2 coming. Low, and it's full on Boehm.
Coming out, putting pressure on Kay right out of the gate. Best thing you can do is not let a pitcher settle in and feel comfortable. And they've got 2 base runners and now a full count against him.
The stretch. Long hold, now 3-2, runners not moving, and a foul tip, strike 3. First strikeout for Anthony. And that'll bring up Edmundo Sosa.
Nice 97-mile-an-hour fastball in the outside corner. You can tell just by the reaction of Bohm that he was thinking middle in and kind of pulled off that pitch away.
Sox are 8-4 when Kay pitches. This is his 13th appearance and his 11th start. Already a career high in wins, starts, strikeouts, and innings.
Go get him.
He went 4-0 in the month of May. Now works to Sosa. And the first pitch is off the outside on a backdoor sweeper. Whatever wind there was when this game started has died down. It's a hot night here in Philly. The 1-0. Sosa bounces one off his front leg, and it's 1-1.
Hey, fans, join us at the ballpark Saturday, June 13th. The Sox take on the Dodgers at 3:10. 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a Colson Montgomery bobblehead presented by Rate. Get your tickets and prepaid parking at whitesox.com/promos.
1 ball, 1 strike on the Phillies' second baseman. Again, Kay working the clock from the set position. The pitch, it's outside. That fastball reaching 98. Schwarber singled. Turner hit into a fielder's choice. Harper picked up a hit. Bohm struck out. Now a 2-1 to Sosa, and he fouls, and it's 2-2.
Be very useful for him to strand a couple of runners here in this inning. Get the hard work done. Get through the top of this order, and then you'll be settled in for the second and the bottom half of the order.
The 2-2 will have to wait. Sosa wants timeout. Phillies lead the all-time regular season series 17-11. The Sox did take 2 of 3 last year in Chicago. 2-2 coming. It's low on a changeup.
It's working hard. Some full counts. He's given up some hits. I guess in the end it doesn't matter if you strand a couple of base runners and your pitch count's a little elevated. Just after that, be efficient.
So Turner and Harper will be on the move. There they go. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off the catcher Carroll, and we'll try it again. That pitch was way off the inside corner, but Sosa went after it.
So often hitters just automatically with 3-2 say to themselves, you're going to get a strike or something close, and you're swinging. You're just literally saying, I'm getting a strike, and the minute the ball's coming your way, you're looking at a huge area to cover.
Sosa with a spread stance deep in the box. Another 3-2, and he hits a chopper toward the middle. Acuna will charge it, pick it up, and he throws him out at first base. Nicely done. That'll end the inning after 1 from Philly. 0-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Life doesn't. One car accident, slip, or work injury can leave you facing medical bills, insurance calls, and endless paperwork. It's a lot to handle while you're trying to heal. At Postman Law, we fight the insurance companies so you don't have to. And the best part, you don't pay a dime unless we win. When life throws a curveball, we're here to catch it. Others promise, Postman delivers. Call us today. Postman Law, Chicago's injury team. Attorney advertising.
Heart surgery is no one's dream of retirement. I'm Beverly, and that's what I was facing when my cardiology team at Northwestern Medicine identified a diseased valve in my heart. But thanks to Dr. Gang and Dr. Ahmad's expertise, I didn't have to have open heart surgery.
With access to the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News & World Report, Beverly's team at Central DuPage Hospital replaced her diseased aortic valve using a tiny catheter, and she was back on her feet in just a few days. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
As a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox, Steinhoffels knows a good season starts with a great night's sleep. That's why Steinhoffels has all the best mattress brands and an exclusive Discover Your Sleep system that takes the guesswork out of finding the perfect fit for you. And with free delivery plus Steinhoffels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can rest easy knowing you made the right call. Sleep better all season long. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com.
White Sox baseball.
What a diving stab by Murakami.
Let's get to work.
Oh, my. Ring the bell on that one.
ESPN Chicago.
The heart of the lineup is brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. Edgar Carroll, batting fifth tonight, leads off the second. Against Luzardo, 0-0 tie. Edgar batting right-handed, and he taps foul off to the right for strike one.
They called that a sinker, but it was 92 miles an hour. That's kind of in-between speeds. He could throw the sinker up to 96.
Now Bohm backs up at third, and Caro hits a squib roller foul to first. And it's 0-2. So how about those first two swings?
They're not good because, well, both of them, similar result. One's on a sinker, one's on a changeup. And, you know, Edgar's been doing better. His offensive swing has been okay, but he's not locked in, even though he's getting results. But that's okay. If you're getting results, it matters. Yeah, he hit that right off the end of the bat, probably chipped the cup on the bat. But it's all about results in the end. If you're getting the job done with the bat and it's not pretty to you, you'll take it.
We've seen some encouraging signs of late. He takes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That last pitch, a little backdoor sweeper effort, which means you could throw that one right on the hands after that.
1-2 is bounced on a couple of hops over to Bohm, and he spins and he throws low in the dirt, but Harper bailed him out. Nice play by Bryce Harper at first base, and it's a 5-3 ground out.
Yeah, that's interesting because Bohm, third baseman's always going to go as far as he can to the left and field everything. That's what they're taught. But his shortstop was pretty much going to make that play routinely and have a better setup for his throw, and he couldn't let that one go with the catcher running.
That'll bring up Derek Hill, and he takes inside. He got smoked on the left hand on Wednesday. Had to do some early drills today to make sure he was good to go, and he gets the start in right. And he hits a ground ball right to Turner. Chest high pick and a good throw across. 2 up, 2 down in the Sox second.
Hey, join us for $5 Tuesdays. All fans will enjoy a specially priced $5 concession menu on select food and beverage items, including draft beers from Miller Lite and Modelo, select Coca-Cola products, and more. Visit WhiteSox.com/Tuesdays.
Now Sam Antonacci coming off his first career 4-hit game. He got on base 6 times on Wednesday, and his OPS went up 53 points.
Have a day.
Up to 774. After that great game at Minnesota, and he takes a strike.
Days like that are really, really, really hard to obtain. You know what aren't hard days? Like 0 for 4 and 0 for 5. Those are easy. Just don't make contact. But nobody wants to do that.
The 0-1. This is down. A couple of sinkers here from Luzardo to start this at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top 2, 0-0. Just getting started here. And Sam just got hit on the elbow. He's already the fastest player. 45 games to 12 hit by pitches. Well, that's number 13 already.
Yes, it is.
In his 46th game.
Luzardo is asking, did he turn into that? No, that was thrown at him. And that's the key, right? I mean, you don't have to try and get out of the way of a pitch that's thrown at you. And as long as you don't lean into it by design and hit yourself, that ball was going to hit him no matter what if he just stands right where he was.
So he leads the major leagues in getting hit. Now Acuna with 2 outs and a man on. And he backs away from an inside fastball. White Sox with an early advantage. Brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, now Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group.
Luzardo thought that Antonacci was running because he gave a bluff just when he started to deliver the pitch. Pitch crossed home plate, and he looked over his shoulder towards second base to see if the runner was going.
But 2-0, and that ball is crunched on a line out into deep left center field, and it's going to bang off the high wall. Antonacci coming around third. Turner with a relay throw to the plate. Save. RBI double. Acuna, and the Sox lead 1-0.
Boy, Luis Angel absolutely hit the hardest ball he's hit all season long right there. A missile out there off the 387 mark in left center field. And if he gets the barrel going like that, he definitely has plenty of pop to drive the ball for extra bases.
That is just his second double, but it's a go-ahead hit. Sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. America's favorite vodka for a reason. Now Tristan Peters, the center fielder, and he looks at a pitch just off the outside, and JT Realmuto will challenge it.
Previous pitch was called a ball. Catcher challenging.
Down near that low outside edge. And the left field board says it was a strike.
Got the whole plate.
So Tito's is distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. The 0-1 is low.
When you say Tito's, all of a sudden you put me back in Culver City where I grew up. I was thinking of Tito's Tacos. I was like, well, wait a minute. When you said Tito's, I'm
I've not heard of those.
Yeah,
sound good.
It's a local place. We loved it there. Oh, thanks. Made me hungry.
1-1. And there's a base hit. Line drive out into right center for Peters. Acuna's going to score. It's 2-0. How about this? 2 out, hit by pitch, and then the 8 and 9 hitters coming through.
Yeah, that is tremendous, especially since the 8 hitter against left-handers came in 146 with the batting average. That's Acuna. And that's the first hit of the season for Peters against a left-hander. Okay.
Back to the top, and Mydroth. Acuna with his 6th RBI. Peters gets his 16th. And Chase takes a strike near the outside corner on a fastball. Mydroth with a 16-game on-base streak going into action tonight. And hitting .368 against lefties. Luzardo will throw over. Peters barely had a lead and able to easily get back. The set. The pitch. Outside corner on a sweeper. So a couple of pitchers' strikes here in this AB.
Luzardo has the distinction of being the first Peruvian-born pitcher in the big leagues.
Yeah, how about that? Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a changeup. And to this day, he's still the only Major League player ever born in Peru. Sox, though, get them for 2-0. And on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Bridgeview, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bridgeview and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Walner Law helped me get the compensation that I deserve.
Walner Law helped me get back on my feet.
Thanks to Waldner Law, I'm at a better place today.
Waldner Law cares for you. We're compassionate. We're empathetic to your situation. And I promise you, I will get you more money than any other law firm in the city of Chicago. That is my promise to you. Hire us, win with us, be successful with us. Call us at Waldner Law, 312-8-million.
If you want free lifetime maintenance, free air, and flat repair, Bell Tire is your one-stop shop. But if you wanted to go elsewhere, you could. You just have to make 3 more stops, then explain what you need 3 more times to 6 different people with 12 new opinions, 4 of which contradict each other, which means you'll have to stop 2 more places, wait in line 7 more times. Or you could just stop once at Bell Tire. Bell Tire. Visit your neighborhood Bell Tire or belltire.com.
Hey, it's Colson Montgomery, shortstop for the Chicago White Sox.
The loop out in the shallow left. He's out, and he made an amazing grab.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Sox 2, Phillies nothing. Bottom of the second. AT Real Muto bats against Anthony Kay. Had to work hard, but he got through the first unscathed, and the first pitch is up and away on a sweeper. Real Muto now 35 years old. Career WAR of 39.1. He's had a great career, and he fouls. A couple of Gold Gloves, 3 Silver Slugger awards, 3-time All-Star. He's a very good athlete. He's got 105 career steals. He waits on a 1-1. Takes a strike.
A running catcher. Yep, there haven't been a ton of those, but he is a guy, I believe, one time reached the 20 mark in a season.
Yeah, he had 21 back in 22. Here's the pitch. He takes in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He has 1,395 career hits, just over 1,400 major league games. Had a little IL time back in late April due to a back issue. The pitch. He is fouled.
He can still throw, I'll tell you that. I mean, his pop time is at 1.85, and basically, if you're in the 1/8, that's fast. Most pop times I check are in the 1/9s, 1.9. So he is older, but still quick getting the ball to second.
Another 2-2 coming. He fouls. This is one of the oldest position player groups in the majors. Their average batter age is 30.2 years, second oldest. The White Sox have the 4th youngest, 25.9 years.
I like that better than the oldest, yeah. It's a good trend. Be young and win.
And it explains why the manager got fired after a 9-19 start. They're built to win right now. 2-2 is inside, and it's a full count.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because as a former player, I never really looked at managers of having the most sway on how many wins and losses you were going to have, but sometimes there is a big influence.
The payoff coming, and it's a wide one, and Kay not happy with himself. That's a leadoff walk to Real Muto.
Well, you know why? Because after your team gets you a couple of runs, you're supposed to go out there and have that shutdown inning. Shutdown innings aren't leadoff walks.
Now, we mentioned Real Muto in the running game. He's only 1 for 1 this year, so it's not a huge part of his game now. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh, hitting .333. Lefty bat. And he takes inside. He's their left fielder.
.273 against left-handed pitchers, so, he handles his side of the mound well.
7 hits over his last 3 games. The pitch, low, ball 2. Marsh does not lead the majors in batting average. Otto Lopez of the Marlins at .336 leads the way going into action tonight.
Marlins got a couple of guys in the top 10. Xavier Edwards is on that list as well. Little meeting. Catcher had to go out, fine-tune his pitcher.
So runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the second. Sox just scored a pair to take the lead. Montgomery in on the grass at third. The pitch. It's a high strike on a cutter.
Remember back in the day when Brandon Marsh got to the big leagues without that beard?
Yeah, he kind of now has the Charlie Blackmon thing going. He can't shave it, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he could and just show up and say he's a younger, new guy.
The 2-1. Outside. Ball 3. Outfield wheeled around toward left against him. Vargas, the first baseman, holding the runner, Real Muto. The 3-1. Grounded foul. So Anthony's back in the fight. It's 3-2. Paco Figueroa is the first base coach for the Phillies. Anthony Contreras over at third. The pitch. A swing and a drive, well hit out into deep right center. And it's a 2-run homer to tie the game for Brandon Marsh.
Mentioned he hits lefties pretty good, but that is his first home run against a southpaw on the year, and this is the opposite of a shutdown inning that the White Sox pitchers keep records of. But he's got to get his focus back.
6th homer of the year for Marsh. And here comes Adolis Garcia. Just got that one over the higher wall in right center. But there was nothing really cheap about it. 105 miles an hour off the bat. Garcia lines for a base hit out into left. Still nobody out. A walk, a homer, a single. And that'll bring up Stuart Baroa.
Just waiting for Zach Bove to want to have a little talk, a little regrouping. Not yet.
Part of it might be where they are in the order, right? Might be like, hey, I might need to go out there with Schwarber or Harper up. Called strike. Baroa showed a bunt and decided not to.
It's always interesting, this strategy of things like what you just mentioned. Like, okay, if he has trouble with this guy, it's back to the top. Then I'll go out there and talk to him. But I always look at it the opposite. Don't wait. Address it now.
This is Baroa's 27th birthday, and he fouls. It is his 4th game with the Phillies. He's 1 for 4. He began the year on the IL with Milwaukee and was acquired by the Phillies on April 8th. He's a switch hitter, batting right. K's 0-2 is high.
It's so hard to hit in the first place, and then being a switch hitter, okay, got to be good 2 different ways as a hitter. That's why I said, no, I'm out.
And Baroa will get a timeout. We've talked before about how rare it is that a guy switch hits in the major leagues and then eventually says, nope, I'm going to stick to one side. Throw to first, runner back. It's like once you get here as a switch hitter, you generally remain that way until you're done.
Yes,
a few exceptions.
I'd like to see more guys just be selective. If there's a really tough guy, even if he's a lefty, and you say, what, my natural size lefty, I'd rather just stay on that side against this particular pitcher. Do it.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big first out for Kay. Picks up his 2nd strikeout.
Strikeouts, boy, the Phillies, they had one of the best strikeout pitchers ever in Steve Carlton. Had some great players come through Philadelphia.
Here's Schwarber. He's 1 for 1. And the pitch popped up behind home plate, and this will get out of play.
Carlton's history, we know how great he is, but from 1967 to 1986, he had 25 or more starts, 18 of 20 seasons. 25 or more starts for 18 of 20 seasons. What are we doing? And over 230 innings for 17 of 18 years. Over 230? Come on.
The 0-1 inside. I think Carlton had the last 300 inning season.
Yeah, that would be correct. Well, I'll give you a season. The season he was 27-10, 30 complete games, 346 innings.
1-1 is swung on and missed. Was that the year that 72?
70.
Is that 72?
Yes.
The Phillies went 59 and 97, and
absolutely.
he won 27 games?
Yes.
Think about that.
Well, he had 30 complete games. The rest of the team had 13.
Throw to first, Garcia's back.
They had they were 59 and 97, the rest of the team. He had a whip of under 1, throwing over 346 innings. What?
Remarkable.
Oh.
The greatest Philly of them all, of course, Mike Schmidt, the Hall of Fame third baseman. Schwarber takes ball 2.
Yeah, in that year, 72, Schmidt wasn't even here yet. He joined the team as a rookie in 73, where he hit 196 that year. So a future Hall of Famer struggled his rookie year? No way. It's a real thing. It takes adjusting. So when we see how young Schmidt, I believe Schmidt was 23 years old at the time he got to the big leagues. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah, it was
22.
Just a few days shy of his 23rd birthday. 2-2 coming. Schwarber fouls to stay alive. By wins above replacement, the top 4 Phillies all time. Ready?
Yep.
Schmidt, Robin Roberts,
yep,
Steve Carlton, and Chase Utley.
Yes. Yeah, Chase Utley is, he's a guy that had one great career here in Philadelphia.
K's 2-2, taken low. Schwarber will give you a good at bat. 3-2 on him. It's a 2-2 tie in the second. I'll tell you, this is a hot night. Anthony Kay has worked his tail off.
Yes, he has.
Early on.
Yeah, he's at this rate not long for this game. Going 46 pitches, trying to pick up his 5th out. I mean, to average about 10 pitches per out, it's not going to work.
Garcia's at first. 1 out in the inning. 3-2 on Schwarber. Long hold, now the pitch. And it's hooked on a line into right. Base hit. Garcia had a good read on it. He'll end up at third. So with Schwarber, you worry mostly about slug, but he's had a couple of nice 2-strike swings for singles and is 2 for 2.
Well, you're right, and they are just 2-strike swings. He's just trying to make contact. They're not pretty, but they're effective.
Now the pitching coach, Zach Bove, makes a mound visit, and it's a chance for us to remind you that Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the White Sox. This season, every time they turn a double play at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer.
Hey, you ever heard of Wayne Twitchell?
Name sounds familiar, yeah.
The next year, after the year, Carlton won 27-10 with 30 complete games. He wasn't as good, which, well, makes sense. He was 13-20 the next year. And the all-star pitcher of the team was Wayne Twitchell instead of Steve Carlton.
Infield in against Turner. And he takes high. Wayne Twitchell.
He had one good season. That was it. The year after Carlton won 27 games. He was 13-9 with a .250. The game is fickle.
Well, 1-0. Foul tipped. 1-1 on Turner. Still runs fast.
Crazy when you think about it. You know how good Turner has been in his career, but he's hitting poorly so far this year against lefties. Under 200.
His overall career batting average, 294. Came in tonight at 228. And he fouls.
So frustrating when you know you're better than what your numbers are indicating, and then you're doing what he's doing now, fouling off pitches. And it kind of looks to me like he's trying to shoot these toward right field, so maybe that's why he's aiming instead of swinging.
Big at bat here for Kay, trying to keep this game tied. The 1-2. Right up under his chin on a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillies have Garcia at third. Schwarber's at first. The 2-2. There's a swing and a 1 bouncer to Vargas. He's going to throw to the plate, and Garcia's safe. Carroll caught the ball, tried to wheel all the way around. By the time he did the tag, and Garcia already had his hand in. It's 3-2 Phillies.
Yeah, that is one that rocking the hard place because Vargas was making the commitment to throw that home. He kind of had already given up on Turner, who can fly, trying to get the out at first base. He came in on the high hop, and from where he caught the ball, basically the base runner, the batter, was running past him already. So he had no out there. He had to finish the play at the plate, but he didn't just fire it. He kind of looked like he was throwing a dart, being cautious not to throw it away.
So 3-2 Philadelphia. Bryce Harper hits a high fly ball out into center, deep and playable for Peters. He's got it. Schwarber tags and advances to third. Turner will stay at first. And that'll bring up Alec Boehm. I've done a lot of ball games in this ballpark. And while the Phillies are not scoring runs generally this year, this inning reminds me of a lot of innings over the years in terms of the Phillies offense. They can turn it on very quickly.
Yeah, they have that ability. They can drive the ball. They can hit the ball for extra base. But this is kind of self-imposed. This is Anthony Kay not being his best at this point.
Here's Boehm. And he fouls.
Now you get the leadoff walk to a guy that's not swinging the bat great in Real Muto. And you lay one right there, a fat one in there to a left-hander that's, pretty good hitter in Brandon Marsh, but he hasn't hit a home run against lefties till then. So I kind of look at it that Kay's he's not commanding the strike zone the way he's capable.
0-1. Low. "55 pitches.
Yep.
For Anthony Kay, and we're only in the second.
So that's over 10 pitches per out so far. It's 27 outs. That'd be, 270 pitches, basically.
1-1. Low, and Caro thinks it's a strike. He's going to challenge.
Previous call was called ball. Catcher is challenged.
And it will be low. He was trying to buy a strike. I get it. Totally understand why on a close one.
Well, obviously, he thought it was a strike. It wasn't. It was clearly not a strike. So emotionally, you can't just say, I got to try right here and get my pitcher a strike because, the machine's going to tell us. So there's no wiggle room for hope.
The 2-1. Inside, he almost clipped him. Well, those ABS challenges are a reminder. Second opinion, always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. 3 balls and a strike on Alec Boehm. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. Left field, diving attempt by Antonacci, and he just can't get it. Schwarber scores. Turner trying to score, and he's in. Now the throw by Caro to third, and they're going to get Boehm, who will get a double out of this. Tried to advance that extra base, but it'll be a 2-run hit for him. And that's a big inning for the Phillies. They lead 5-2 after 2 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
You need home financing? Check out Marquette Bank. Looking for a home lender you can trust? You need Marquette Bank. Level up your home financing journey with Marquette Bank. You get experienced mortgage specialists and an easy digital home loan process. Great rates, great service. Marquette Bank makes it easy. Marquette Bank is here for all your mortgage and home equity needs. Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 462926.
Construction season is here in Chicagoland. Commercial Tire Service is ready to keep your crews moving. Family owned and operated since 1989, they bring over 37 years of experience helping businesses choose the right tires for every job. From construction and industrial equipment to landscaping trucks and trailers, they offer a wide range of tough tires and sizes. With 8 Chicagoland locations, including their newest in Hammond, Commercial Tire Service is the #1 choice for tires when the job needs to get done right. Visit CommercialTireServices.com.
As the big realtors keep serving their stockholders, we at Century 21 Hearthside continue to serve the people in the Southside communities, just like we've been doing for 56 years. I'm Lenny File, and I'm ready to work for you. Whether you're buying your first home, new to the area, or if it's time to downsize, our diverse staff of real estate pros are here to help you every step of the way. Century 21 Hearthside is licensed in Illinois and Indiana. I'm Lenny File, and I go the extra mile. Visit us at C21HearthsideRealtors.com today.
Glenn Casper play-by-play.
Almost one deep to right.
Darren Jackson's analysis.
Connects, boy. They go far.
This is the Chicago White Sox Baseball Network on ESPN Chicago.
By Sam Antonacci, laid full out and just could not catch that Bohm liner. Ends up being a 2-run double. And Bohm is out at third, 7-6 to 2-5.
Yeah, Bohm doing us a favor. Just kept on moving while he was already in scoring position. Thank you very much.
Randall Grichuk leads off the Sox third, and he takes outside.
And you're right. The effort by Antonacci, it didn't cost him anything. If he doesn't die for that, the runner's still going to score from first base.
Yeah, because it's Trey Turner.
Yes.
The 1-0 is a strike. 5-2 Phillies. It's early. Third inning. They had a shot of Turner after he slid home. He is the most graceful slider in baseball history. Swing and a miss on a changeup.
It's like they provide him with slip and slide pants or something. He just glides through the dirt, and then other people stick.
Stands up on his feet. 1-2 pitch hit in the air out into deep left. Marsh back at the wall. Home run. Randall Grichuk. It's 5-3.
Not unusual to see Grichuk get into something like that, especially against a left-hander. Got that short, compact, explosive swing, and he got all of it.
That is his 5th home run. Career blast number 217. And it's brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See Stephen Piercy of RAD at Hard Rock Live Friday, June 12th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Good answer. Vargas takes outside.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, to give up 5 and then turn around right after that and start chipping away at the deficit, it's something.
The pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Got some numbers on Luzardo. He came into tonight with a 1.54 over his previous 4 starts. No home runs allowed. Fastball is down and away. He got off to a very slow start this year, but much better here the last few outings. The pitch. Busted him inside. It's 3-1.
Well, the pitch that gets hit hard, basically it's his 4-seamer and it's his sinker. And I believe the pitch that was hit was, well, a 4-seamer.
The pitch is a strike. It's 3-2 on Vargas. He walked in the first inning. Sox have now hit 85 home runs. They're in the top 4 in the major leagues in homers. Jesus Luzardo ready for a 3-2. And it's on the way. And it's in the dirt. And it's ball 4.
He's done it again. Walk. He can fall behind in the count and just won't chase. And pitchers think he's going to.
So their pitching coach will make a mound visit. That's Caleb Cotham.
White Sox Charities Garage Sale is back. Join us tomorrow, June 6th at Rate Field. Admission is free and open to the public. Shop game used equipment, autographed baseballs, bobbleheads, and more. For more information, visit whitesox.com/garage sale.
You know, Miguel Vargas might be back in Philadelphia in a few weeks. Because they're hosting the All-Star game here, coinciding with the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States.
I thought you were going to say the founding of the Phillies, but no. Yeah. Baseball hasn't been around quite that long.
Phillies have been around since 1883. By the way, the Philadelphia Phillies, that's the oldest name still used in pro sports in the U.S. That's what their name was when they started up.
Yeah, there were the Philadelphia A's. They're still an A's team, just not in Philadelphia.
The pitch is low and outside to Colson Montgomery. Now, the A's were the team here. They won 8 pennants and 5 World Series titles between 1903 and 45. During that period, the Phillies won the NL once and did not win the World Series. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Historic area in Americans' history and in baseball.
They won their division last year for the 2nd consecutive year. Lost to the Dodgers in the division round. Swing and a miss. That was a sweeper that Colson chased. It's 1-2. Grichuk led off the inning with a home run to make it 5-3. Then Vargas walked. Now it's 1-2 on Montgomery, who represents the tying run. The pitch with Vargas running is outside. The throw is right on the bag. Out. Turner applied the tag. This was a very close play at second base.
It looked like for some reason Vargas felt that he was going to be safe, and he slid real late, feet first. And it looked like because of it, he just never gave him a chance to really get in there. He had a great jump. He was looking in. He just slid, and the problem is his left foot went over the base. His right foot, he was waiting to hook it in there, and he slid right into the tag because of it.
That's a perfect throw and tag.
Mentioned he could still throw.
Yep. 2-2 coming. Way outside.
First time that Vargas has been caught this year in 10 attempts.
You hate making it out, but they did everything right to get him.
Yep.
Now the motion and the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball right to Harper, and he'll scoop it up and step on the bag. Edgar Caro coming up with 2 gone.
Got to start the rally again. Went from home run, walk, promising big inning to uh-oh and uh-oh.
Luzardo got a long-term extension this spring. And he misses low. He's been traded 3 times. Nationals to the A's, A's to Miami, and then Miami to the Phillies. 1-0 pitch is lined out into center field. Baroa is there, and he makes a catch. Sox get 1 on the leadoff homer by Grichuk. It's the Phillies 5, Sox 3 in the third on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
You feel that, Tyler? That's Chicago waking up. Golf course is packed. Lakefront buzzing. This is...
And you're trying to walk 18 like you're still in your prime.
I am in my prime. I just need the right beer to keep up.
That's why you go with Yingling Flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's built for days like this.
Exactly. You can hit the course, hit the patio, keep it moving all day, and not feel weighted down.
Spring in Chicago doesn't wait, and you shouldn't either.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Chicagoans take pride in their city, so why not protect it from smog? Unleaded 88 gasoline, also called E15, burns cleaner than standard gasoline and helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions around the city we love. It's been reviewed by the EPA and approved for all of us to use to clean up the air and help us breathe easier, better for the environment, and supporting local farm families right here in Illinois. Visit UNL88.com to find a pump near you.
You're in the market. The clock's ticking, and this is your moment. Jeff Joniak here, and I know how much pride Chicago takes in a team that shows up, works hard, and gets the job done. That's exactly what you'll find at Arlington Toyota. The same trusted people you've known for years are now backed by new ownership from the Andy Moore Auto Group, bringing even more value every day. A full lineup of new Toyotas is ready for you. Dependable when it matters most, and built for Chicago roads. Step in, take the wheel, and drive home a winner today at ToyotaArlington.com.
You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
Bottom of the third, Anthony Kay against Edmundo Sosa, 5-3 Phillies. Hot night, and the bats have responded on both sides so far. Sosa grounded out in his first AB. And there's a swing and a bouncer foul right behind home plate.
That's a swing we saw Sosa take in his last at bat. When he had the 3-2 count, he swung at one like that and fouled it off.
The 0-1. Lined foul. That was over the head of the third baseman Montgomery. He tried to go up and get it, and it eluded him, but it landed foul.
After looking up Carlton and his unbelievable record, made me think about how many 300-game winners there are, and you and I were discussing that. And in the history of the game, only 24 300-game winners.
0-2 spin, and there's a swing and a pop-up out into shallow right center. Mydroth, the second baseman, backpedaling, and he has it. Yeah, and you asked me who's the last 300-game winner, and I've given you a few guesses here. I said Maddox and Clemens. No.
They were
Tom Glavine?
Nope, they were. Glavine was 1 year. His 300 was he retired the year before that. This was 2009. This man picked up his 300th win.
Real Muto swings and misses. Randy Johnson?
Yes.
How many wins for
Johnson? Had 303 career wins, and his last win was 2009 with the Giants.
The pitch is low.
He was 45 years old at the time, I believe.
I remember calling a game between Clemens and Maddox. 2005, they both had 300 wins. Pretty neat.
Yep.
1-1 coming. It's a strike.
That's something, I think it's one of the most obvious things to say in this game that will never happen again, a 300-game winner.
You wouldn't think so.
After the Scherzer and Verlanders and these last couple of old heads retire, then it's just nobody winning 20 games a year.
There's a ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Matt Olson's the modern-day Iron Man with, I believe he has 900 and some games, somewhere in there.
We'll see Matt Olson next week.
Not 600 or 900 and some games.
I think it's in the 9s, yes. There's a ground ball foul.
He only needs, 1,300 more straight games? I mean, I don't know if he'll...
842, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, and he's already 30-some years old, so the odds of him even coming close to 2,000 games consecutive is basically impossible.
I think the realistic goal would be 1,000. And then at that point, maybe you get a day off.
Well,
but having said that, that would probably be next year.
Right. Yeah, good point.
2-2 coming inside.
I believe the National League record is held by Steve Garvey.
Okay.
Over 1,000, like 1,200 games or something like that.
1,207. Steve Garvey, good call, yeah. Fouled by Real Muto. Miguel Tejada, second, and Billy Williams, third on the NL list.
Okay.
Three-two. Hit on the ground right to the third baseman, Montgomery. He's got time, and the throw across is on the mark, 2 away. So Real Muto is out. Here's Brandon Marsh, who tied the game with a 2-run homer in the second. The one thing you really don't want after your first off day in 2 weeks is your starting pitcher to go 2 1/3. So it'd be nice to see Anthony get through 4, if not 5 innings.
Well, yeah, the quick innings needed right now for sure. He's thrown 69 pitches, so needs this quick out.
And the pitch to Marsh is up and in, ball 1.
And they've been laborious pitches. It's not like he's just been laying them in there. He's had to work hard, and you mentioned how hot it is.
Kay kicks and fires, and it's outside. He's had a couple of starts like this where it's just a little off the mark and working from behind in the count all night. The 2-0. Swung on and lifted out into shallow right. Derek Hill will get under it, and he's got it. That's the inning he needed. Anthony Kay goes 1-2-3. It's 5-3 Philadelphia after 3 on the White Sox Network.
Dear baseball fans, Toyota's 2026 lineup is racing for the pennant. The rugged Tacoma's got upper deck power and available four-wheel drive. The RAV4 is an all-hybrid all-star with versatility that leads the league. And the all-hybrid Camry hits it out of the park with impressive miles per gallon. No matter which Toyota you choose, you're driving an MVP. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
White Sox fans, there's only one way to enjoy baseball season, with a Surfside iced tea and vodka or a Surfside lemonade and vodka. Smooth, refreshing, and made for baseball. Surfside is the perfect match for a day at the ballpark or catching the game at home. Surfside is only 100 calories with 0 bubbles, so it goes down easy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Surfside, proud partner of the Chicago White Sox. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Accidents happen fast, but the insurance companies move even faster against you. At Postman Law, we fight for the settlement you deserve, handling every step after an injury so you can focus on getting better. You don't pay unless we win. Others promise. Postman Law delivers. Postman Law, Chicago's injury team. Attorney advertising.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network on Chicago's home for sports. ESPN Chicago.
Let's go.
Top of the fourth inning from Philadelphia. Phillies lead the Sox 5-3. Derek Hill will face Jesus Luzardo. And Hill gets a timeout before the at-bat. He grounded out to short in the second inning. First pitch swing and a line drive out into center field and a running catch by Baroa. Got a good jump, made the play look easy.
Yep. Kind of hung up there, and you can see he is quick. Read it, as you said, on contact, made it look routine.
Here's Antonacci. Got hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the second, and 2 batters later, the Sox had a 2-0 lead. Left-left matchup. First pitch is a strike after Sam held the bat out like he wanted to bunt. 0-1.
Second baseman Sosa came charging full speed in. If there was a bunt towards second, he was letting him know, I've got this.
The 0-1 is off the outside.
That's all it takes is the proper communication. If Sosa is going to be charging in full speed, the pitcher knows he doesn't have to worry about it. First baseman knows he doesn't have to worry about it.
Now Sam having a brief chat with the plate umpire Ortiz. Second career regular season start for Luzardo against the Sox. He pumps in a strike, and Antonacci's going to challenge it.
Previous call was close strike.
It was a sinker around the knees, and Antonacci thinks it's too low. And it's a strike, and the Sox are done with their challenges.
Chicago doesn't have more
lose from the rest of the night, and there's a lot of baseball left. They don't have to think about it. Let's move on. Because tonight, after a day, I think guys are a little rusty after a day off.
Here comes a 1-2 in the dirt.
It just feels like it frees the umpire up, too, to now just go, just call anything close that I want to.
Well, they want to get them all right. And now with ABS, you get a quick report card after the game, whether they're challenged or not. 2-2. Get on the ground, and somehow flagged by the pitcher between his legs, I think. And Luzardo will get the out at first, 1-3. I think that ball went between his legs and then into his glove.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it went. He had his back turned between the legs or under his foot. Yeah, he raised his right foot, had his back to the batter, was looking towards center field, put his glove down, and somehow it went in his glove.
Incredible. Here's Acuna. We saw somebody do that the other night in Minnesota.
Yep.
Acuna takes low. Funderburk, a lefty.
Yep. It's a lefty thing.
Acuna hits a 2-bouncer gloved by Trey Turner. He spins and throws late from the outfield grass.
He had no
That's
chance.
a bouncy infield. We've had a couple of big hoppers in this game.
Well, right up the road from Baltimore.
The Baltimore chop.
Now the Philly chop, apparently.
Maybe some spongy dirt out in front of home plate. So Acuna's 2 for 2. And that'll give Peters a chance. We'll see if the Sox can continue to think about running, even though Real Muto threw out Vargas earlier. Peters takes a strike.
Yeah, I believe Vargas would have been safe with a little different slide. Acuna will, if he's running, be aware, but I don't think he runs in this situation.
Peters takes low. You know, he's batting .294 with this great stretch.
Yep. You know he's hot when he just picked up his first hit of the season against a left-hander earlier. Now 1 for 10.
Luzardo fires over to first, but Harper did not even apply a tag. (5-3) Phillies in the fourth. Sox have a runner on with 2 outs. The pitch. Peters cuts and misses on a sweeper. One and 2.
That sweeper's been a good pitch for him. You mentioned it earlier. Batting average against it coming into today was 179.
There's a swing at another high bouncer. This one picked up by Sosa at second, and a much shorter throw, and he gets Peters. A hit, no runs, one left. Midway in the Phillies 5, Sox 3 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey, it's the good. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Bolingbrook, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bolingbrook and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You've heard their names around town. Costa, Iavoni. I'm here talking with accident attorneys Julio Costa and Anthony Iavoni. You two have built a serious rep in Chicago. What's the playbook?
We grew up here.
Soccer matches on weekends.
Southside baseball games in the summer.
Football battles on fall Sundays.
We know the city, and we fight hard for the people in it.
Exactly. When someone's hurt or needs help, we show up. We recognize that our clients are the same people we see in the stands with us at those games.
That's what being local is all about. We get you.
Costa Iavoni, your local personal injury attorneys. 708-4-million.
When you walk into any one of 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness. And you understand why they're the king of fresh produce. Then go further in. Discover their full-service deli, featuring Dietz & Watson premium meats and artisan cheeses. Better deli made the right way. Dietz & Watson uses no artificial preservatives, no fillers, no shortcuts. No kidding. Pete's Market and Dietz & Watson, 2 family businesses in the business of feeding families. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
Hey, it's Will Venable, manager for the Chicago White Sox. You're listening to White Sox Baseball. Sox Baseball. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Bottom of the 4th. Phillies lead 5-3. Adolis Garcia with a single and a run is in there against the left-hander Kay. And he takes outside. Yesterday, Garcia hit his first homer since May 6th. He signed as a free agent in the offseason. And he went into tonight batting .196. Right now he's at an even 200. Had a little delay because of a pitch comm issue with Edgar Carroll. So ball 1 on Garcia. Former Cardinal and a long run with the Texas Rangers. And he hits a fly ball pretty well the other way. Right center and gone. He's homered in back-to-back games to make it 6-3.
Yeah, it's all about what have you done for me lately. He came into the game with a 196 batting average, but you'd mentioned earlier he'd been hot of late. So the batting average of 196 is irrelevant because we're seeing the hot hitter.
So went almost a month between homers and now has connected on consecutive days. Well, that ball left the bat, and he did a pretty emphatic bat flip. He knew it was gone immediately. Here's Stuart Baroa, and he fouls out of play.
By the way, that pitch that Garcia hit was right on the outside corner. It was up. And it's interesting because you think about if it's down, can he elevate it? Probably not.
Kay with an 0-1. Pulled foul down the third base side.
So many pitchers used to just say to themselves, I'm just going to be safe and just work down and the way to everybody. Just a little area with little tight sliders, with fastballs and changeups just down and away, and feel they'll never really be damaged if they locate.
The 0-2. Called strike 3. So Baroa is out for looking. And that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. Nobody up in the White Sox bullpen. We saw some stretching earlier. Kay nearing 80 pitches tonight. Schwarber is 2 for 2. Both hits have been singles. He scored a run in the second. And he takes inside. He's Mr. June, if there is such a thing.
Sure. He's got to be a Mr. every month.
Well, he finds a way to get red hot in June and starts to usually hit a lot of home runs. Awkward wave and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on Schwarber. 68 home runs in June and 211 career games.
It's a lot of hammering the baseball. And I'm going to just guess that that's his best month home run wise.
I would say yes, but I can look it up. Schwarber takes a strike. It's 1-2 on him. Yeah, August, actually 71 home runs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So he likes it hot.
Yes. That's what I was figuring, that June, July, and August, probably months that he's hammering the baseball.
Now, he does have the highest slugging percentage of his career in June, and he's played more games in August.
Okay.
2 outs in the inning. Trey Turner taps foul on a check swing. But if you look at Kyle Schwarber, he has at least 50 home runs in every calendar month of a baseball season. So
it's a lot of home runs.
He just kind of always slugs. It's just what he does. And that's why the Phillies brought him back in a long-term deal. Swinging a fly ball, shallow left center, diving catch, Tristan Peters. He just stole away a base hit from Trey Turner.
Well, if we're ringing bells, that's one to ring it on, because that was a great play by Peters to pick up his pitcher.
Ring that Liberty bell, right? After 4. It's 6-3 Phillies on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Business checking accounts for big business, small, most importantly, your business. Republic Bank of Chicago is the bank for business, and we've got what you need to succeed. Business Zelle? Check. Online and mobile banking? Check. More than 60 years serving Chicago? Check. Visit ourbankchicago.com or one of our 20 locations to open your account today. Business checking that takes banking beyond expectations. Republic Bank of Chicago. Member FDIC.
Construction season is here in Chicagoland. Commercial Tire Service is ready to keep your crews moving. Family owned and operated since 1989, they bring over 37 years of experience helping businesses choose the right tires for every job. From construction and industrial equipment to landscaping trucks and trailers, they offer a wide range of tough tires and sizes. With 8 Chicagoland locations, including their newest in Hammond, Commercial Tire Service is the #1 choice for tires when the job needs to get done right. Visit CommercialTireServices.com.
Hey guys, now's the perfect time to upgrade your AC before the summer heat wave. Four Seasons is having their spring savings event. Get 72 months of interest-free financing with up to $4,000 in rebates. And Four Seasons will beat any competitor's offer by up to $1,000 guaranteed. For all your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, you know who to call.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
The high fastball.
The flagship home.
An uppercut swing.
For every Sox game.
Boy, did they come together beautifully.
ESPN Chicago.
Welcome back. Welcome back inside our Bell Tire broadcast booth here at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. 5th inning. Chase Mydroth hits a chop to Turner at short. And the throw to first in plenty of time. 1 pitch, 1 out. 6-3 Philadelphia.
You don't like to see that when they've added to their lead. Chase tonight helping Luzardo out with a strikeout and a 1 pitch out.
Here's Grichuk. And he takes ball 1 on a sinker. Real Muto will challenge that pitch near the low inside corner. And it's a strike. Real Muto's been pretty good.
Philadelphia has 2 more times.
So the Phillies keep both their challenges. The Sox are done with their ABS opportunities. Swinging a hard grounder foul. Grichuk 1 for 2 with a home run. That came in the third inning.
Well, he's got one swing left, so let's go ahead and do some damage.
Get you an idea after this 0-2, and there's a swing and another blast out into deep left. That baby will go. 6-4. Grichuk with a 2-homer night.
There's the damage I'm talking about. They get one, you get one. Keep yourselves close because this is an offense we already know is capable of coming back from deficits.
A Hard Rock Casino home run. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Here's Vargas. He's walked twice, and he takes way outside.
Old hat for Grichuk, the 2 home run games. 14th time he's done that in his career.
He's never hit 3 in a game.
Those are hard.
Called strike, but he might have 2 or 3 more shots tonight.
Wouldn't that be something? He has his first 3 home run game tonight, and the next one's with the bases loaded.
The pitch. Whacked in the left. That's a base hit. Vargas on for the 3rd time. Last 2-homer game for Grichuk came with the Diamondbacks last year at the Angels on July 11th.
Well, he has had a great career with the home runs. Plenty of power for sure. He's hit over 30 home runs in the season, I believe once, over 20 home runs 4 or 5 times.
The pitch to Colson Montgomery, a swinging strike. Grichuk's career best, 31 with Toronto in 19.
Yep.
He's had 4 other seasons of at least 22. 0-1 is low and in. 6-4 Phillies. We still have a long way to go. We're only in the 5th inning.
Yeah, this is one of those games. Each team with 32 wins, 29 losses. And the fans are aware that are here in this basically what appears to be close to a sellout.
Montgomery takes a fastball for ball 2, 2-1. That was letter high, just out of the zone.
You're aware that the White Sox are a club that's made a push this year. Everybody in baseball knows the White Sox now are an exciting team.
Montgomery fouls off himself. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. Philly bullpen is still quiet. It's a 2-tiered bullpen just to the right of the batter's eye and center. The pitch swung on and missed. He struck him out.
And with a left-on-left changeup, you could tell that Colson was not anticipating that. He was way out in front of it thinking it was a fastball to crush.
It's only Luzardo's 2nd strikeout. Here's Carroll.
Which is something because he's got a high strikeout rate on the season.
Edgar Caro takes a strike. Phillies have the lower bullpen that's closer to the field. The White Sox bullpen is above that. It was the opposite when this place opened. There's a swing and a soft line drive out into shallow left. Sliding catch, Brandon Marsh.
Got there and had to slow down a little bit because that ball carried further than he thought.
Problem the Phillies had is their bullpen was close to the fans who were leaning over the railing, giving them a bunch of business, and they said, let's put the visitors.
Good idea if you're the home team.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies 6, Sox 4 on Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Want to live life at max volume? Then look no further than Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. With over 1,700 slots, 80 table games, live entertainment, and 5 restaurants which span a wide range of culinary genres, we're sure to have something for everyone. Whether you want to indulge in a savory dish at Council Oaks Steaks and Seafood or take in dinner and live music at the world-renowned Hard Rock Cafe, amplify your entertainment experience at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Just off Exit 6, I-8094. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
You get one of those days in Chicago. Sun's out, not too hot. You're not staying inside, my friend.
No shot. You're out early, and next thing you know, you've hit 2 patios and ran into 10 people.
Somebody's got tickets. There's a show. Something's happening.
That's why you go with Yingling Flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's not dragging you down halfway through the day.
And that's the difference. You can have a couple, keep it going, and still be good when the night starts.
The city's too alive this time of year to call it early.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Now more people than ever can bring in their bill for a better deal at Verizon. Got AT&T or T-Mobile? We got you. Xfinity or Spectrum? You too. So tell your friends, your family, your quirky neighbor Jeff. Grab your megaphone and yell it from the rooftop. Get a better deal at Verizon. Because chances are anyone in shouting distance is included. Bring in your AT&T, T-Mobile, Xfinity, or Spectrum bill, and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. Come by Verizon today. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. Must provide recent consumer mobile bill and the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
White Sox down 6-4 in Philly as we head to the bottom of the 5th when we bring you our White Sox Twitter poll question. Len, DJ, whenever you two are ready.
We're ready, Jeff.
Okay, after the elimination of Larry Garcia and Scotty Pods in the first 2 rounds of our White Sox home run derby poll, we have the finale coming here. Who will win the crown? 4 options.
Let's have them.
Daniel Palka, Jose Canseco, Eliseo Ramirez, and Gordon Beckham.
Palka for me.
I'd have to go with him as well.
Here's Bryce Harper against Anthony Kay. First pitch is inside on a sweeper. Jeff?
And I'm going to have to tease you guys because we don't currently have updates responding via Twitter. So in the postgame show, I will give the folks the results.
All right. 1-0 is outside. It is such a fascinating field. It's going to be fun.
Yes. Just a matter of all the names that we've talked about already that are, going to be in that home run hitting contest, who's going to end up hurt the worst?
The 2-0 is outside, ball 3 on Harper. I know you're bullish on Leury, even though he didn't make the finals in our poll.
Yeah, in the real contest, I'm still going with him. Yep. But
there's ball 4 off the outside. And that'll be it. Will Venable will make a change. He had somebody up. So after a leadoff walk in the 5th, we've got a pitching change from Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 6, White Sox 4 in the 5th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
As the big realtors keep serving their stockholders, we at Century 21 Hearthside continue to serve the people in the Southside communities, just like we've been doing for 56 years. I'm Lenny File, and I'm ready to work for you. Whether you're new to the area or if it's time to downsize, our diverse staff of real estate pros are here to help you every step of the way. Century 21 Hearthside is licensed in Illinois and Indiana. I'm Lenny File, and I go the extra mile. Visit us at c21hearthsiderealtors.com today.
Do you need home financing? Check out Marquette Bank. Looking for a home lender you can trust? You need Marquette Bank. Level up your home financing journey with Marquette Bank. You get experienced mortgage specialists and an easy digital home loan process. Great rates, great service. Marquette Bank makes it easy. Marquette Bank is here for all your mortgage and home equity needs. Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 462926.
Ready to finish what you started? At North Park University in Chicago, transferring is seamless. Bring your credits and complete your intended major, or choose from 6 accelerated, fully online programs designed with working professionals in mind. The warm Christian community welcomes those from all faith backgrounds, and students graduate ready to lead in schools, communities, and beyond. You'll be supported every step of the way to thrive in your chosen career. Apply today at northpark.edu. North Park University, where faith, purpose, and career come together.
It's a tough night for Anthony Kay. Sox are still in this game, though, so it'll be up to the bullpen to keep the Phillies under wraps the rest of the night. Rookie right-hander Tyler Davis will face Alec Bohm with Bryce Harper at first base and nobody out in the fifth. 6-4 Phillies. Here's the pitch. A swing and a base hit. That one lined into center. Peters will pick it up. Harper, big turn around second. He did force a throw to third by Peters, and then Harper hit the brakes.
Yeah, Peters, great job getting over there, full speed, running through it, and making sure the runner didn't try and take third base. So get to it, get rid of it, stop the runner.
Here's Edmundo Sosa.
Yep, White Sox can use a double play right here.
Davis making his 17th appearance. He's 2-2 with a 3.44 and one save. Corner men are in. Sosa fouls in the air, out of play.
Hey, make your favorite White Sox players all-stars. When you vote 5 times, you'll get up to 40% off tickets. Cast your 26 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot daily.
The 0-1 hit in the air to right, deep, back, Hill, and he's got it. Leaning up against the fence. Harper's going to tag and end up at third. Derek Hill just kept on backpedaling and had just enough room to make the catch. One down.
It seemed like that surprised him how far that ball carried, and there is a slight breeze now blowing out, helping baseballs carry, so got to be aware, and I think he was, since he made the play with real no threat that he couldn't.
That'll bring up the catcher, Real Muto, and the Sox will play for 2 around the dirt. Vargas is holding Bohm at first. The pitch by Davis. Knee-high strike on a fastball. I think the wind was blowing out at Wrigley Field today. Giants 18, Cubs 3.
It's blowing out for one team.
Yeah, the Giants hit 7 home runs. Matt Chapman knocked in a career-high 8 runs.
Big day.
The 0-1 is low and outside. One of those homers was a grand slam. Remember, the Giants hit 2 against the White Sox. They have hit 6 grand slams in a 20-day stretch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In the last 18 games. 1-1. Hit on the ground is short. Acuña's got it. The out recorded at second. Relay to first in time. And that was after just a tiny little bobble by Acuña to get that thing started.
Yeah, it wasn't the smoothest, but it was still quick.
Nice work by Tyler Davis. Phillies don't score after 5. Philadelphia 6, Sox 4 on Hard Rock Casino, White Sox Network.
Steinhoffels is proud to be a partner of the Chicago White Sox and proud to support Special Spaces Illinois. This season, every time the White Sox turn a double play at home, Steinhoffels will donate $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. With 7 Chicagoland locations, Steinhoffels is your furniture and mattress destination with the largest selection to fit every style and budget. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com.
Hey, it's Maria.
And this is Ken at Family Waterproofing.
We're veteran-owned.
Family-run.
Here's how we work.
We show up.
We give you options.
And we repair it the right way.
If you've got foundation cracks, seepage, or a basement that just won't stay dry, we can help.
And now we've got something that makes it even easier. It's called Express Services.
If you already know what you need, you can book your project directly.
Less back and forth, less wait.
Visit FamilyDry.com to learn about Express Services. Family Waterproofing. Your basement's best defense.
People's Bank wants to help you make winning money moves. Like, ever heard of the 50-30-20 rule? It's a guideline for allocating income, with 50% going to needs, groceries, 30% to wants like tickets to the game, and 20% to savings. Follow the 50-30-20 rule to rule the day and to rule budget. Open a checking account online at ibankpeoples.com today. Brought to you by People's Bank, here for Chicago fans and savers everywhere. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Diving stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers. For even the heaviest people problem. Visit NorthShore.com.
That big double play turn by the White Sox. Brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader, and a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com. Sixth inning now. Luzardo still working for the Phillies. Derek Hill leads off for the White Sox. Sox have gotten a couple of home runs from Randall Grichuk. Hill takes a strike. On a changeup. They're underway in Texas. And Cleveland with a first inning run, leading 1-0. Royals and Twins appear to be under a delay last night, a rain delay. Royals won that game. There's a drive out into deep left field. Derek Hill goes deep. Fourth home run, all against lefties. And it's a one-run game.
And how big was that double play right now?
Huge.
Davis came on and got the fly out to right field. Followed it up with a double play after giving up a single, but he stranded a runner. That was the key.
Another home run. Brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Big bats have kept the White Sox in this game. Here's Antonacci. And the first pitch is high, ball one.
Pitch count at it's respectable still.
Should be the 84th pitch. Fouled back behind the plate.
He's in the sixth inning, so that's what you're looking for. No less than 6 innings from your pitchers, and right now he's still on pace to give you at least that, unless they rough him up and knock him out of the game.
Luzardo works out of the stretch, and the pitch is chopped to second. Gloved by Sosa, and he'll throw to first, and he just beat a hustling Antonacci. That's the first out. That'll bring up Acuna. We'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in on WDZ Fox Sports Decatur, 1050 in Decatur, Illinois. Acuna, first pitch swing. And he sends a high one out into deep right center. And Baroa back to the edge of the track to make the catch. Ball is really carrying tonight.
You're not kidding, because he cut over and was setting up well short of where he ended up catching that. The backpedaling basically and catching that right on the edge of the warning track. And then he looked up at the sky as if to say, looks windy up there. Can't see the wind, but he looked up to see if he could.
Tristan Peters takes low and outside. Luzardo back to the full windup. I mentioned he pitched out of the stretch to Acuna. And there's a fastball off the outside. Challenged by Real Muto. And he got that one wrong. It is wide.
Always confirm. Philadelphia have one challenge remaining.
Home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz called it right. Third of an inch off the plate.
Take that.
Called strike.
And Peters had a little head tilt like he disagreed with that call, but didn't challenge.
The pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Picked up by Harper, and he'll get to the bag just ahead of Peters. Thankfully, no collision like the
I saw that
awful one last night in Arizona. The old DeMauro Vargas and Max Muncy. Sounds like both guys are generally okay, but it looked like a car crash. Derek Hill with a home run. Sox are within a run. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies 6, Sox 5 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
When your life turns upside down after an accident, you need an advocate like Wallner Law. I'm John Wallner, and for over 50 years, Wallner Law has fought for people just like you, injured, overwhelmed, and searching for answers. We don't just take cases, we take care of people, and we win for you. From car crashes to workplace injuries, Wallner Law stands by your side every step of the way. So call us today, 312-8-MILLION, and win with Wallner.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
When you walk into any one of the 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why they're the king of fresh produce. Then go further in. Discover their homemade favorites, including guacamole, pico de gallo, and salsas, made in-store daily with the freshest ingredients. And don't forget to pick up a bag or 2 of El Ranchero Authentic Tortilla Chips, the perfect dip chip. Pete's Market, El Ranchero, and Chicago Baseball, a lineup built for game day. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
White Sox pull to within 1 of the Phillies, 6-5, as we head to the bottom of the 6th when we bring you the Gateway to the Booth. Brought to you by the City of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. It's an Ask DJ Day whenever you're ready, Mr. Jackson.
You know what? I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, DJ Tommy in Hinsdale wants to know, Darren, who do you think is the most underrated player on the White Sox roster right now?
Oh, I don't know if there's anybody that's actually underrated on the roster right now, but I'll think of somebody.
Brandon Eisert to Brandon Marsh, and he misses low and away on a slider.
I think if anybody, I think all of our guys are kind of recognized as doing well, but if you're going to think of anybody that's done a great job consistently, maybe Sean Newcomb.
There's a foul back and out of play.
I don't know if he's underrated, but I know this. He's that guy that you rely on heavily to get the job done in tough game situations, and has. It's been really good this year. You can say that about so many of our guys, but I'll just go with him.
The pitch to Marsh is off the outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Somebody that you think of more so?
I would say Tristan Peters. Just a name not a lot of people would have heard of before the season. Fouled back. And he's been one of the best position players. And especially, he wasn't brought in here to, quote, replace Luis Robert Jr.
Right.
But he's been super productive at a place where you kind of lost a superstar talent in a trade to the Mets. Fouled away down the third base side.
And it's funny because I look at, I don't think he's underrated now. I think we recognize how good he's been. So I kind of look at it like he's not underrated to me because we know he's good.
Not to you, but I think to a lot of people.
Yeah. If people were to just tune in and go, who are these people? Then yeah, I guess so.
Swing and a miss. Marsh strikes out.
But for me, I'd say, somebody that you don't see as often and we don't talk about as much. But Sean Newcomb's been tremendous all year long.
He's been outstanding, and we'll maybe see him here tonight. We'll definitely see the lefties all in play this weekend because of the Schwarber, Harper, Marsh trio in this lineup. Now Garcia 2 for 2 with a homer. And he golfs one out in the right center, not that deep, and it'll be Peters to take it right behind Derek Hill.
Hey, Jeff, if you're tuned in still, what would be your underrated guy?
I think you guys both brought up great answers, but I'll also throw out 2 we saw last night. Tyler Davis, kind of out of nowhere, making himself a valuable piece of the pen.
He was nowhere on the radar. You're right. Yep.
Absolutely.
Baroa with 2 outs. Corner infielders are in, and he fouls out of play.
Baroa's body language after he fouled that off was, are you kidding me? That was my pitch. Had a big swing at it. Shoulders flung back after he fouled it off. He looked over in the home side dugout as if to say, guys, that was it, and I missed it.
There's a fastball, middle in, and he chops foul on a slider. 0-2 as we near dusk on a beautiful night here in Philadelphia. Looks like pretty close to a sellout. Always a great atmosphere in this ballpark.
Especially since Mattingly took over and they've turned things around.
The 0-2 is high. This fan base makes a lot of noise, and they will let the home team know when they're not happy.
Yes, they will. They're infamous for that. Let's say that.
1-2. Called strike 3. Tough night for Baroa. 3 strikeouts, 2 looking. Nice work by Eisert. So we head to the 7th. 5 Phillies on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Hey, it's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Bridgeview, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bridgeview and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Another hospital bill from the accident and another letter from the insurance company.
Did you call them?
3 times this week. I keep getting transferred. Nobody will tell me anything.
Who is it?
Postman Law, injury and accident attorneys. Put down the bills. Hang up the phone. We'll handle the insurance company, help you find the right doctors, and be your one call for answers. Injured in an accident? Postman Law delivers peace of mind. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. No fee unless we win. Attorney advertising.
A rejuvenated team lighting up the Southside fan base.
Fly ball, deep left field. It's going to be.
We do feel like we're going to take another step forward.
A home run.
Chicago White Sox baseball. ESPN Chicago.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth here at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Top of the 7th. Sox down 6-5. New pitcher is 6'6" right-hander Jonathan Bolin, a former Kansas City Royal. Chase Mydroth takes inside on a fastball at 96. That four-seamer, he throws 40% of the time, but he's got a change, a sinker, a sweeper, a slider. Called strike on a sinker. He throws all those pitches at least 13% of the time, and he has a rare curve as well. And he's a short reliever. 1-1. In on the hands, 2 balls and a strike.
How about the old philosophy of short relievers? Mastering just 2 pitches was good enough.
Those days are over.
Now you 6. Gotta have options. Face 1 at bat.
The pitch is outside.
Whatever happened to the philosophy of well-located fastballs, the best pitch you can throw? over and over and over.
I think Davis Martin addressed that very issue with his toolbox. The 3-1 is a strike. He thinks that traject machine has made it a lot tougher for pitchers who don't have a lot of weapons. That batters can simulate facing guys, and if it's only 1 or 2 pitches, it's maybe a little easier. 3-2 is chopped. Base hit for Mydroth, and the throw by Bolin, for some reason he fired it to first. Gets away from Harper, and Mydroth, the tying run, ends up at second. That was that Baltimore chop. One bounce right in front of the plate, way up in the air, and Bolin really didn't have a play, and he fired wide. So it'll be a single and an error.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you an example. Like when you see Bolin grab that ball, look to first base, take his arm back as a manager, you're on the bench going, no. Right. And he throws it, and then you just put your head down. Because you know nothing good's going to come from it, because you're not going to get the runner, and it's going to end up down the right field line like it did.
Benintendi's going to hit for Grichuk. Even though Randall with 2 home runs, Benintendi in there against the right-hander, and he's been hot of late. And he swings, hits a high fly ball out into left. Back there toward the warning track. Marsh makes a catch right up against the wall. Mydroth's going to tag, though, and end up at third. So that worked out. Even though he didn't pull it, he almost hit a home run.
Take it, right? The job is to get the runner into third base. He got a breaking ball, and he drove it. We've already talked about the balls jumping here tonight, and that one was halfway or more up the wall when Marsh jumped up to grab it.
Infield in. Tying run at third. And this is probably one of the top choices you'd have to have at home plate in this spot. Miguel Vargas. 2 walks and a single tonight. And he fouls back. I got a stat for you, okay? He doesn't swing at pitches out of the zone. We've talked about that all year. But he has an above-average zone swing percentage. So that's a really good combo.
Yes.
Third lowest chase rate, but if you throw a strike, he'll swing. And he takes outside.
Yeah, to me, what that tells me is he's looking in a zone, and he sees that zone all the time, and he doesn't really go outside of it, period.
Because if you think about it, some guys who don't chase, they just don't swing a lot.
Yes, he's ready to swing.
1-1, outside.
Perfect example. First pitch was in the strike zone, up in the zone. He took a swing. The next 2 are off the corner. He starts his hands forward, but then he stops. Not really much of a check swing, and he's done well. Batting .302 with runners in scoring position coming into tonight, so he's been good.
Bolin's 2-1, fouled off the catcher. The only 2 guys in the league who chase less often, Taylor Ward and Mike Trout.
Yeah, I think I just saw that Ward he's injured now. Missing some time.
2-2. It's high, and he held on a potential check swing.
And 4-seam fastball was 99 miles an hour. I mean, he really does show confidence in being able to catch up to the heat in the strike zone, not chase.
3-2, big pitch coming. Runner at third, 1 out. The pitch. Foul tip, strike 3. 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Bolin. And it was a strike, and it was near the outside, and he just beat Vargas.
He foul-tipped it. I mean, he got the barrel in the spot. Unfortunately, didn't get the barrel on the ball.
Colson Montgomery is due. Hitless tonight. Hitless in Minnesota. And he shanks one foul down the left field side for strike 1.
If anybody ever has the incentive to strand a runner, it's Bolin, since he threw the ball down the right field line and put him in scoring position in the first place.
Colson 0 for 15 on this road trip. The 0-1. Up and in.
Colson the opposite with men in scoring position this year, hitting 192 coming into tonight. Still swung the big bat, driving in a lot of people from first base, including himself with the home run.
Oh, 1-1. There's a swing and a broken bat flare out into right. Base hit. Tie ball game.
Hello.
That's how you snap an over. You snap your bat. It's 6-6. The baseball god said, you know what? You deserve that.
Somebody said it, because he needed some kind of break, and sure enough, that bat was the perfect, I would say, reason for you to pick up that break. He's got that barrel bat that nobody really uses anymore. That, what is it?
Torpedo?
Torpedo. I was going to say missile. I got it wrong. Yeah, that torpedo bat. Nobody's really using or talking about that anymore, but he got it off the label, and it didn't carry.
Here's Caro batting left-handed. And the pitch is high. 6-6 in the 7th. Harper holds Montgomery at first base. The pitch called strike on a slider.
After a little bit of luck with the broken bat, you'd love to see the skill part of Caro driving one deep in the gap and bringing the man in from first.
Bowling ready. Here's a 1-1. Fouled. He got in on his hands. It's 1-2. Montgomery, the go-ahead run. Short lead at first. The pitch to Caro inside. He almost got hit that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's one part of Colson's game that is just not there, and that is the stolen base. He kind of, as you mentioned, gets short leads as if to say, I'm not running, don't throw over here.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Meidroth and Montgomery team up to tie the game. 7th inning, 6-6 from Philadelphia on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
You feel that, Tyler? That's Chicago waking up. Golf course is packed. Lakefront buzzing. This is the season.
Yeah, and you're trying to walk 18 like you're still in your prime.
I am in my prime. I just need the right beer to keep up.
That's why you go with Yingling Flight. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's built for days like this.
Exactly. You can hit the course, hit the patio, keep it moving all day, and not feel weighted down.
Spring in Chicago doesn't wait, and you shouldn't either.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
This is Courtney Cronin talking with 2 of Chicago's top accident lawyers, Julio Costa and Anthony Iavone of Costa Iavone.
See that? The name works. Keep it simple.
Well, it's your last name.
But the real point is that we can keep it simple because we're local, we're good at what we do, and we understand the needs of our clients.
And that puts them at ease right from the start.
Bingo. Bottom line, we get you, and we're here when you need us.
If you've been in an accident, even if you don't think you need a lawyer, call us. It's free. Costa Iavone. Keep our number in your phone.
708-4million.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the 4th quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Around the majors, Yankees placed Aaron Judge on the IL with a stress fracture in his rib. He'll rest 4 to 6 weeks before being reevaluated, meaning the back-to-back AL MVP will miss the Yankees' upcoming series with the White Sox. Yankees trail the other Sox, the red variety, 5-3 in the Bronx tonight. White Sox have evened up the Phillies 6-6 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Back to Len and DJ.
All right, thanks, Jeff. New pitch is left-hander Brian Hudson. Top of the order here for the Phils. These are high leverage moments in a tie game lead. First pitch to Schwarber is outside, ball 1. Another guy who has been outstanding in the bullpen, Brian Hudson.
Yeah, and I don't look at him as underrated. I think he's getting all the credit he deserves. He is not under the radar.
Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Now coming into the season, different story, even though you had a lot of times read the stats that he had a 1-point-something ERA in the season a couple of years ago.
He had a 173 with Milwaukee. Schwarber shoots one into center field for his third single. He's 3 for 4.
Mr. Accept the single tonight. That's the swing.
It's the lefties. He's faced nothing but lefties so far.
And, he's just saying, I accept the single. Even though, again, I'd mentioned earlier, he has 7 of his 23 home runs against left-handers. But for some reason tonight, he's just putting together a base hit swing.
First pitch coming to Trey Turner. It misses for ball 1. Obviously, Schwarber is not a burner on the bases. Short lead at first. Here's the pitch to Turner. And it's inside for ball 2. Turner's 32 years old. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. Sox don't have any ABS challenges left. That pitch was just inside, but might have been one Carroll would have challenged if they had one left. 3-0. The pitch. It's a strike. 3-1.
Almost looked like Turner thought he was not going to throw him a pitch, that it was going to be a strike. He was taken all the way on 3-1, and it was right there.
The pitch. Turner fouls one off himself, and that one stung.
A 92-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball down and in. Smoked it right off the instep of his left foot.
Harper waits on deck. 6-6 tie. Bottom 7 here in the series opener. Phillies just swept the Padres. Sox dropped 2 of 3 in Minnesota. The payoff is fouled.
Yeah, you pointed out while we did take the one win in Minnesota, it's been a while since they won a series on the road.
Sox have dropped 4 consecutive road sets. Another 3-2. And it's inside, ball 4. So trouble here for Hudson. 2 on, nobody out, and the batter is Harper.
Well, the real problem is when you've got Kyle Schwarber accepting singles and getting base hits. What in the world's going on here?
Bryce Harper hasn't played a lot of games against the White Sox, 15 in his career coming into tonight, but he's batting .351 lifetime against White Sox pitching. He's 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. And he singles. He pulls one into right. Schwarber coming around third. He's going to be held by the third base coach. That was a line drive, so maybe a little hesitation before he took off for third. And the bases are loaded for Alec Boehm.
Yeah, he froze, not knowing if that was right at the second baseman because it wasn't far from him. But we got a problem because these guys, these left-handers, Schwarber and Harper, are just swinging for base hits and getting them. You know, when you're pitching to them, you're thinking, oh, they're going to go for all the gusto. I'll just make a pitch here, and they'll be out in front of it, and that's not the case.
Infield in with the bases loaded and nobody out. The pitch to Boehm. Lined and caught by Vargas. The good news is 1 out recorded. The bad news is no Philly misread it. Well, there was no shot at a double play.
Yeah, the good news is thank goodness that was within reach. because that's quite possibly going to clear the bases if it ends up down in the right field corner.
A huge first out. Zach Bove will make a mound visit before Sosa bats.
Create your own game plan with a 10-ticket flex pack. You pick the matchups and the seats. Total freedom, total fun. For more information, visit whitesox.com/ticket plans. Well, we've had a couple of times already where the pitching stepped up in these jams and stranded runners. We need it again.
Sosa is 0 for 3. Looks like double play depth around the infield. Corner guys could fire home. Middle men are back. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Sosa takes a strike.
Pretty much right there, but in his mind after a meeting, he was thinking too much. That's one you should be ready for. Taking a fastball first pitch right there with the bases loaded. Uh-oh.
Hudson's 0-1. He's high. We got a barn burner tonight here in Philadelphia. 6-6, 7th inning. Bases loaded with 1 away. Brian Hudson to Edmundo Sosa, the pitch. Strike 2 looking.
Been 3 fastballs, and he hasn't swung at any of them. All different locations. First one down the middle, next one high and away, that one on the inside corner.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a line shot. Antonacci out in shallow left makes a catch. Here comes Schwarber. He tags. The throw to the plate. A little late. It was close, but Schwarber got him ahead of the tag by Caro. And the Phillies lead 7-6.
Boy, Antonacci, he's not afraid to just airmail some baseballs. He made that extremely close. Schwarber just slides inside and avoided the diving tag effort by Caro. Great effort by the left fielder.
Yep, this is the big leagues. That was just a really good baseball play all the way around, and they almost got him. Will Venable will make a pitching change with Real Muto coming up. In this roller coaster ride, it's now 7-6 Phillies after the sac fly by Sosa. They're still batting in the 7th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Construction season is away. Commercial Tire Service is ready to keep your crews moving. Family owned and operated since 1989, they bring over 37 years of experience helping businesses choose the right tires for every job. From construction and industrial equipment to landscaping trucks and trailers, they offer a wide range of tough tires and sizes. With 8 Chicagoland locations, including their newest in Hammond, Commercial Tire Service is the #1 choice for tires when the job needs to get done right. Visit CommercialTireServices.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Every day, hardworking men and women build our roads, our offices, our homes, but you don't see the silent struggle, the disaster of a totally wrecked porta potty. Untouchable surfaces, unbearable odors, conditions no crew should endure.
Just want something clean, something decent.
That's why there's Flood's Royal Flush. Premium, spotless, comfortable restrooms, cleaned and maintained by and for hardworking people. Flood's Royal Flush, a local, woman-owned, family-operated company. You dump it, we pump it. Now offering sweeping service and septic pumping.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to face JT Real Muto. Phillies just re-grabbed the lead on a sac fly by Edmundo Sosa. They've got Turner at second, Harper at first, 2 outs.
Well, a quick out here. And then you ask Sir Anthony to come back out and shut him down in the 8th.
Dominguez signed with the Phillies in 2011, and he was here until he got traded in July of 24 to the Orioles. For Austin Hayes, no less. Runners take off on the first pitch. It's up and in, and it's a double steal. So now second and third. 13th steal for Turner. Harper gets his 5th.
Yeah, they basically just took off knowing he was not thinking about them at all.
Oh, 1-0 inside.
Got a guy on deck that's a lot more dangerous than Marsh, but maybe not more dangerous now that there's a 2-0 count, so you can't just lay it in there.
The pitch outside. Sir Anthony spent a pretty fair amount of time in the minor leagues before he got to the show with the Phillies. The 3-0 called strike, 3-1.
The fastball clocked at 99. He's not just laying in there at 3-0 say, he's not swinging. He threw it like he might be.
The 3-1 fouled back. It's full.
Might have gone after one just out of the strike zone up and away, but he knew he was getting the heat, so he was ready. Doesn't mean he'll get the heat on 3-2. He's got that nasty splitter.
Big out to get. With 2 in scoring position. The 3-2. Up and in, and that was a sweeper that just didn't break, and Realmuto walks. Now he'll have to deal with Brandon Marsh. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. So here's Marsh. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. And Sir Anthony steps off. But I look at it this way. Marsh is batting .333 on the year. He's hitting .333 tonight, so he can just stop right where he is.
And .333 with runners in scoring position.
Marsh takes a strike. Backdoor sweeper. Now the set. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul in the air to left, out of play. One cool aesthetic thing about this ballpark is the seating is all blue, and most of the fans wear red.
Yes.
So it's got a really cool look with the blue and the red together.
I agree. Not a fan generally of blue seats, except for the red combination.
0-2 is tapped on the ground toward third, and Colson will let it roll foul. Smart play. Had no play to make. It was kind of a swinging bunt. And thankfully, it took a left turn before it got to the bag.
Yeah, that's one that Marsh will be a little disappointed. Didn't stay fair because he knew they weren't going to get him at first. But he has a strike left and knows he can do damage still.
Two strikes on Brandon Marsh. 7-6 Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th. Dominguez ready to work the pitch. And he bounced one, and it gets away, and it'll cost them a run. Turner scores. It's 8-6 on a wild pitch.
Why did he bounce one? That splitter straight in the dirt, well out in front of home plate. Not much of a chance, just a prayer for Caro to hope that he can block that and keep it close. And no, it bounced up about shoulder high on him.
1-2. 8-6 Phillies. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a split. Strike 3, that ends the inning, but the Phillies have the lead again. Phillies 8, Sox 6. We go to the 8th on the Hartle White Sox Network.
Reason number 354 to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. How about Flag Creek Golf Course, one of the finest 9-hole golf courses in the Chicagoland area? This Greg Martin design course offers something for every skill of golfer. Conveniently located off of I-55 and 294. So book your tee time today at flagcreekgolfcourse.com. Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Compassion is more than just care. It's commitment. At UI Health, your story guides us, shapes us, and inspires us. And we're with you every step of the way. Whether it's your stroke emergency, your cancer journey, or your transplant victory. At UI Health, our care heals, our care saves, and our care triumphs. Find expert care for your journey at uihealth.care.
As a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox, Steinhoffels knows teamwork makes all the difference, especially at home. That's why Steinhoffels offers decorating solutions, its in-house design service. From simple recommendations to full room layouts and floor plans, their designers handle the details so you don't have to. From the first idea to the final touch, Steinhoffels has you covered. Visit Steinhoffels at one of their 7 Chicagoland locations or shop online at steinhoffels.com.
Strike 3.
Hey, it's Noah Schultz, left-handed pitcher for the Chicago White Sox.
Got him looking.
You're listening to ESPN Chicago.
He struck him out.
Home of your Chicago White Sox.
Ex-White Sox Brad Keller is on for the Phillies in the 8th. 2-1 with a 3.71 in 27 appearances, coming off a great year with the Cubs. 2.07 in 68 appearances. Sox are down again by 2 runs. And Jacob Gonzalez will hit for Derek Hill.
Well, the Sox worked it back to even, and they're looking to do it again. Starting right now with the pinch hitter.
The right-hander Keller is 30 years old, 6'5", 255 pounds. Gonzalez is 4 for 14 to start his career. And he immediately grounds into right. First pitch, base hit, Jacob Gonzalez. He's 5 for 15 as a big league hitter.
That's what pinch hitters are supposed to do. Go up there ready to swing. Best pitch you may see might be the first one. And according to what we just saw, that was exactly the situation. First pitch, right there, hammer it.
That brings up Antonacci. Riku Nishida's on deck to hit for Acuna. There's a strike. Tying run at home plate in the 8th. The 0-1. Outside on a changeup at 94. How about that?
Yes. Fastball's close to 100, so I get it.
This is one of the hardest throwing bullpens in the league. The Phillies. The stretch and the pitch. It's high.
Yeah, they throw hard, but White Sox batters aren't afraid of that. That's something we know. Bullpens that throw hard, they've been able to get to. Just simple approaches, accept the base hits like we just saw Gonzalez do, and keep the line moving.
Antonacci takes low on a slider to make it 3-1. Brad Keller ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. On a sinker at 98, it's a full count. Turner pretty close to second base. Looks like he would be the pivot man on just about any ground ball on the infield. Outfield around toward left. The 3-2. Fouled. He was late on 98, but that makes sense with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and Antonacci is the kind of guy with 2 strikes in particular. He's not afraid to jam himself just to fight good fastballs off.
Another 3-2. There's a line drive foul. Here the tarp roll. And shallow left.
Getting closer to the field of play on that 98-mile-an-hour sinker. He's got that bat angle, basically. Barrels pointing back toward the catcher.
The pitch. Fouled again. This time off the catcher. Grant Taylor up in the bullpen. Tells you everything you need to know in terms of Will Venable's mindset. He thinks the White Sox can win this game.
Yeah, he's not conceding. After a day off, he's like, I got fresh arms, let's go.
3-2 is bounced to Harper, and he drops it. And he will not get an out. He was trying to throw the ball to second base, but he just didn't glove it cleanly. He had an easy play at second base. In fact, he was maybe 30 feet from the bag when that ball hit his glove.
Yes, he went hard to his right. He was basically running side by side by the base runner Gonzalez. Reached out, gloved it, and then just dropped it when he started to try and reach in and take it out of the glove. Thank you.
Cotham will come out as Riku Nishida will bat.
And just the 3rd error of the year by Harper.
The analytics do not like the Phillies defensively. And we mentioned they haven't scored a ton of runs this year, despite the 6-run output tonight. But what has made them a playoff-type team has been the top of their rotation and the back end of their bullpen.
That's it.
It's been elite.
Yeah, well, we talk about it all the time. I mean, you're only as good as your starting pitching, and they've got a couple of starters that are really top-tier good that we are going to miss in this series. But then they've got the guys behind them to keep the score the way it is when the starters leave. So you need the combination, but without the starting pitching, you have no chance.
Is Riku bunting?
Yes.
Phillies think so too, and he's already squaring. Nope, now he pulls it back and he takes low. So he squared just as Keller went set and then did not show bunt.
And he showed bunt, but the corners didn't come charging in when he did. They stayed where they were.
The pitch. A swing and a liner caught by Keller, and they're going to turn a double play. Gonzalez got doubled off second base. What a play by Brad Keller, and that's buzzard luck for Riku Nishida, who hit an absolute rocket.
His bat shattered in half, but he did hit a rocket back to Keller, who then threw a bullet onto second base. And that's just unbelievable. You don't put the bunt on, and you hit a line drive, and it's right at the pitcher. If it's not at the pitcher, if it's one of the defenders, both base runners probably get back, and there's no double play.
That's right. Peters will bat. Antonacci is at first, but there are 2 outs and a swing and a miss. Well, that rope was headed right for Brad Keller's face, and he made the catch and then got an extra out to boot. The pitch. Peters takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, to be fair, if Keller never even touches that ball, they did have a man up the middle that probably feels the ball, and it might be a double play.
Could be.
But, you know,
well, you're hoping for a deflection, right?
Yes.
A 1-1. Swing and a pop fly. Shallow left center, and it's going to be the shortstop Turner, and he makes a catch. So much potential, but Brad Keller gets out of a first and second no-out jam. Sox 6. We head to the bottom of the 8th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey,
It's the good kid. When it comes to my ride, I don't mess around. That's why I drive an Advantage Chevy. 3 locations. Chicagoland's covered. Boom. You want a Chevy? They got every Chevy. You want savings? Oh, yeah. They've got that, too. And here's what matters most. Trust. When you walk into Advantage Chevrolet Bolingbrook, you're not getting the runaround. They respect your time. They respect your budget. They shoot you straight. Head to Advantage Chevrolet in Bolingbrook and see what I'm talking about. Advantage Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
If you want free lifetime maintenance, free air, and flat repair, Bell Tire is your one-stop shop. But if you wanted to go elsewhere, you could. You just have to make 3 more stops, then explain what you need 3 more times to 6 different people with 12 new opinions, 4 of which contradict each other, which means you'll have to stop 2 more places, wait in line 7 more times. Or you could just stop once at Bell Tire. Bell Tire. Visit your neighborhood Bell Tire or belltire.com.
Wallner Law helped me get the compensation that I deserve.
Wallner Law helped me get back on my feet.
Thanks to Wallner Law, I'm at a better place today.
Wallner Law cares for you. We're compassionate. We're empathetic to your situation. And I promise you, I will get you more money than any other law firm in the city of Chicago. That is my promise to you. Hire us, win with us, be successful with us. Call us at Wallner Law, 312-8 million.
Fly ball, and she's gone!
White Sox Nation.
Murakami, first home run in Chicago.
You guys in my heart.
The Chicago White Sox Baseball Network.
Got a bunch of changes here in the bottom of the 8th. Nishida is playing right. Montgomery now at short. Vargas at third. Gonzalez at first. And Trevor Richards, who made a couple of appearances earlier this season for the Phillies, will face his former team. Bottom 8, 8-6 Philadelphia. And a called strike on Adolis Garcia. Pitch is a swinging strike, 0-2.
Just looked out last 2 pitches to our center fielder Peters on the called strike. He was calling it a strike in center field, like an umpire's like, that's a strike. And then on the swing, he did it again. That's strike 2.
The pitch is high.
I think he's playing umpire out there.
I'm all for it.
His own little game going on.
The pitch popped in the air, left field, not deep. Antonacci's in, he's under it, and he's got it. So 1 away. Bryson Stott will hit for Baroa.
Been here for some time now.
Got left-handed batter Bryson Stott.
One of the things you mentioned that, you know, they're older in age, but they keep their players around here, the ones that they really love. They sign them and keep them.
He's 28 years old. And he, I guess, held up on a low one, and Richards wants them to check at third to see if he swung at it. And Alan Porter said he did not. Ball 1.
If Alan Porter finally saw that they were asking him to indicate if he swung at it, and he's like, oh, you talking to me? You talking to me?
The 1-0 was pulled foul.
Vargas, matter of fact, now and the third base umpire Porter kind of staring at each other as if to say, hey, what are you doing, man? Wake up over there. Get in the game.
Stott batting .221. And he takes high on a changeup. Count now 2-1. White Sox would have the top of their order in the ninth. I'm guessing it'll be Duran, the closer, for the Phillies. There's a really high fastball. 3-1. Richards home. Fouled back in our direction. 3-2.
They got a crushable pitch on 3-1, and he went for it.
Stott will get a timeout. Phillies lead 8-6. Sox came all the way back to tie it in the seventh, but then the Phillies scored a pair in the bottom of that inning. Both charged to Hudson. Swinging a fly ball, well hit out into the left. Back on it, Antonacci. He leaps and he makes a catch. Right up against the wall.
Boy, he keeps impressing. Maybe a little nervous because he never took a look back to see where he was, but apparently he felt it on the warning track and knew where he was with his jump, because he jumped perfect timing, caught it, and then hit the fence.
The wall height out there is 10.5 feet, so it would not have been a home run, but it would have been a double at least. Here's Schwarber with 2 outs. He's 3 for 4, and he hits a towering foul to right out of play. All 3 hits have been singles. He has scored twice, including that key go-ahead run in the seventh.
Right there was maybe the first swing he's taken tonight where he really went for the home run.
He takes low on a changeup.
Yeah, and that pitch was an indication that maybe Richards realized, he's swinging for the fences. And he threw one about 2 feet in front of home plate.
The pitch. It's high and outside on a wayward changeup. The pitch. Swinging a liner. Riku Nishida with a sliding catch. Boy, he picked that one right before it hit the grass. We'll see if the Phillies will challenge this. I thought he caught it.
Well, the Phillies are holding a hand up, waiting to hear from the locker room. They're saying,
they're going to challenge it.
Yeah.
So maybe it was trapped.
Just from here, obviously we're 120 yards away from where that was. Just the way that ball was hooking down, to me, it seemed like it might have bounced on the short hop into his glove. They don't do like the ABS challenge and just show you if it's caught or not. We have to look at the replay.
Hit the grass. Well, boy. First look, it looked like it bounced, but now did it bounce inside the glove?
So it's one of those things where as a defender, you're not even sure. You think you got the glove underneath it. It looks like what we're seeing is he's got that looks like it's grass and in. It's really tough to tell. But to me, it did look like it had grass. But if you're Nishida, to be honest with you, you think you just caught it clean.
Yeah, the fans are reacting because it clearly bounces into the glove. But the question is, did it bounce off the grass or was it already in his mitt? And I would, if you had to guess, you would say it hit the grass first.
Yeah, it's a matter of if it was under.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. It is no touch. Batter runner is at first base. Philadelphia will retain their challenge.
We have it.
So that's a 4-hit night for Schwarber, all singles.
He was trying to hit that one out of here. He'll accept the single. Nishida with a great effort. And it was a matter of, as you described it, Len, if he got the leather underneath the ball and it bounced off the side of the leather into the pocket, or if it hit the grass into the pocket.
So Trey Turner will come up. And we got a little timeout. The fielders had not yet gotten back into their positions. So 2-out base runner for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. Turner hits a high fly out into left center, deep and playable. Peters is going to call off Antonacci and make the catch. So here comes the ninth. Phillies 8, White Sox 6 on the Hard Rock Casino. White Sox.
Hey guys, it's Carmen. You know, when it comes to making a big decision, I believe in doing your homework and working with people you trust. That's exactly what you'll find at Advantage Buick GMC in Hodgkins. No pressure, no unnecessary noise, just clear communication and a process designed to make you comfortable every step of the way. That's important to me, and I think it'll matter to you too. So, if a Buick or GMC is on your radar, I encourage you to visit Advantage Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Do you need home financing? Check out Marquette Bank. Looking for a home lender you can trust? You need Marquette Bank. Level up your home financing journey with Marquette Bank. You get experienced mortgage specialists and an easy digital home loan process. Great rates, great service. Marquette Bank makes it easy. Marquette Bank is here for all your mortgage and home equity needs. Visit emarquettebank.com/home loan to get started. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 462926.
When you walk into any one of 20 Pete's Market stores across Chicagoland, you see unmatched quality and freshness, and you understand why they're the king of fresh produce. Then go further in. Discover their premium meat department. We're talking certified Angus beef steaks and pub burgers. If it's not certified, it's not the best. And Prairie Fresh USA Prime pork back ribs or spare ribs sourced directly from American farmers. Pete's Market and their trusted partners, bringing quality to every table. Pete's Market, fresh, local, done right.
You're out of there! You're out of there, leaky store brands.
When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diet. Even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Top of the ninth. White Sox will have the top of their order. It'll be Mydroth, Benintendi, and Vargas against Joan Duran, who is coming off a string of 4 consecutive saves in which he has gone 1, 2, 3. And he's got a 2-run pad here. Stott stays in and plays second. And Justin Crawford is now in center.
Well, Duran is basically top tier of the tier. He's as good as they get.
Former Twin. So the White Sox saw him a lot. So great stuff. And Mydroth will lead things off. The wind and the first pitch. It's a strike. 101 on the gun. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a splitter.
Yeah.
A splinker, the sinking split that he averages 98. That one was at 99.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the proper word to use. Ridiculous.
0-2 is high. We've seen him at times throw a lot of curveballs. He's got more than just those 2 hard pitches.
He's the kind of guy you just need to accept a base hit swing like we've seen Schwarber on 3 hits tonight.
1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the hard split. Benintendi coming up.
Pitch was caught just before it ended up in the dirt, but it's just sinking the whole time it leaves his hand. Looks like it's above the knees, and then it's not.
Eight, 6 Phillies, 9th inning. The pitch to Benintendi. Foul tip, strike 1. Yeah, this guy's right out of Central Casting in terms of a closer. 6'5", 230. The pitch is outside.
When you can throw, a fastball at 101.2 miles an hour and then the splitter at 99. Good luck to you. That takes you back to the 70s and the early 80s with J.R. Richard, his 100-mile-an-hour fastball and his 93-mile-an-hour slider. Nobody did that then.
1-1. Outside. Well, Muto could have challenged it. They have one remaining, but he chose not to. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Benintendi swings and misses.
That splitter again at 99. It's a pitch you're just not going to hit if he keeps it down, especially when you're trying to keep your bat speed to catch the fastball. They look exactly the same out of the hand.
2-2. Fouled. Vargas waits on deck. We're in the ninth inning. Sox down 2 runs. They were down 5-2 after 2. Came back to tie it 6-6 in the 7th. The pitch. Fouled again.
Well, one thing we're pretty sure about is when the White Sox score 6 runs, which they do an awful lot nowadays, generally they've won those games. But lately, our pitching's hit a hiccup, and they've been giving up too many runs. Got to rebound from that.
Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball toward right. Sliding play by Stott. Throw to first in time. What a play by Bryson Stott. He went out toward the hole. Made that sliding pick and had time to get Benintendi.
Yep, sliding on the outfield grass. Perfect timing just to get up and fire a missile onto first base and just get Benintendi.
That was a curveball.
Oh, okay.
I think the first that he had thrown tonight. Here's Vargas.
He had thrown one sweeper. I know that.
2 down, 9th inning. Vargas takes outside. A walk is as good as a home run here. You've got Montgomery on deck representing the tying run. The 1-0. Outside, ball 2.
Yeah, he threw that 103. You could tell he threw that as hard as he could. Had no command of it, though.
Pretty good chance he's going to be an all-star for the first time here in 26 in his home ballpark, no less. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
I mean, it almost becomes a situation as a hitter. Take until you get 2 strikes. Make him throw strikes. Problem is, you don't want to get there.
The 2-1 swung on and missed. 2-2. Phillies fans are on their feet. Sellout crowd here. The pitch. He struck him out swinging on a sweeper. And for the 5th straight game, Durant goes 1-2-3 and notches his 15th save. Sox gave the Phillies a battle, but the home team wins 8-6 the final on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Reason number 2026.
The year to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
Hey man, what'd you get your girlfriend for her birthday?
Diamond earrings from MarryMeJewelry.com.
Hey girl, where'd you get that diamond ring?
I inherited my grandmother's jewelry, and Gino at Marry Me created a custom design.
Marry Me Jewelry is located in Countryside Plaza. Visit